You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up, family? This is our boy, Coach Malachi in the building. We back. Too Many Podcast. We are back. The TMP family is in full effect. The TMP family is in full effect, man. Y'all already know what time it is. It's already good. It's always good to see the people, man, because we do this for the people, by the people, of the people, because we come from the people. You get what I'm saying? You dig?
True.
You know, when they go to, when they come around popping that flim-flam, when they come around talking that, popping that flim-flam, you know what I mean? Popping that week, talking that flim-flam, popping that week. You get what I'm saying? Well, hold on, what that mean? What that mean? Well, the popping that flim-flam, talking that flim-flam, meaning they ain't talking about nothing. They trying to hustle you. They trying to scam you or whatever the case may be. Popping that week is just weak-ass game. He's popping some weak-ass shit that they think a nigga don't fall for. Man, come on, man, you got to come better than that. It's like, it's like trying to holler at a chick. It's like trying to holler at a chick, but your game ain't on. You trying to holler at a chick, but your game ain't where it's supposed to be at, or you trying to, you know what I mean? You trying to run game, but it's like, oh, okay, the nigga trying to run game. This shit ain't. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Dr. Mario in the building. Salute. Shout out to G5. G5, what's going on, brother? Shout out to Andy Payne is in the building. Dr. Mario, Jamie is in the building. Shout out to Tony Montana. Mr. AGR. Salute to you, fam. Yes, sir. We finna get busy. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all share this live show. It's gonna be a good one. Rick Glazier gonna be on the show at the top of the hour. We're gonna have Rick Glazier come on at the top of the hour. Got a few questions. Rick haven't been over here in a minute. You get what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Finna get him on the show today. At the top of the hour, he gonna click in. He gonna actually be on the show. So for a little bit, probably about 20 minutes. About 20, 30, about 25 minutes. And I don't like to keep, you know what I mean? Rick kind of old, so I don't like to keep the old people too long. You get what I'm saying?
To this day.
I don't like to keep them too long. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? So, I just try to, respect everybody's time, New countries in the building. What's going on, country? Country, what's going on? It's a whole lot of nothing going on. I see Blue Blood over there cooking doggone Fag 9. He over there cooking Fag 9, and it's a lot going on in these internet streets. I done been through a lot since I've been on YouTube myself, so I get it. I understand what's going on. I know who is who all the players is, who used to be down with each other, who ain't down with each other no more. All that shit. Me personally, I'm not a part of any of it myself. I've been there, done that. Now I'm kind of like Dolo. You know what I mean? Dolo. I'm down with me. You get what I'm saying? As I tell you guys before, motherfuckers will praise you today and be making videos about you tomorrow. People who were friends today are frenemies today. Tomorrow would become frenemies tomorrow. That's how this shit works. It's always worked like that, and that's how it's worked since I've been on here. And that's that. I'm in my own lane, so I really, it ain't none of my business.
True.
It ain't none of my business. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do what I do. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what I do. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Daniel Agnew in the building. I'm gonna give everybody a shout out once we get to 100. Once we get to 100 in the chat, then I give everybody a shout out. But yeah, man, give everybody a round of applause. So I'm sitting back looking at this interview that Oscar De La Hoya did. Oscar De La Hoya did an interview with Ring magazine. I think it was short. You know, they just had a fight this past weekend with JoJo Diaz, Regis Prograis, my main man Kenneth Sims and Oscar Duarte. Some people felt that Kenneth Sims won the fight. Some people felt he was robbed. You know, people hit me up about the commentating. They say, Coach, man, the commentating for the zone was terrible. What do you think about that? And I'm like, fam, look, it's a Golden Boy event. Oscar Duarte is the house fighter. So the commentator's job, all of them, again, you know, a lot of people sit back and again, I try to explain this to y'all, right? Don't get celebrity struck. Just because you see a motherfucker on TV or he worked with a network doesn't mean that he's not a shit eater. Don't get starstruck. Like a lot of these fans online in these chats, because a lot of these niggas is nobodies. Y'all nobodies at home. When I say y'all, I'm not talking about the people watching the show. I'm saying the people who do this, who live their lives vicariously through their favorite fighters, and they want to get mad and angry about certain fighters. It be old crusty niggas. It be old, bro. Like I can't even charge it off to this what young niggas be doing, because a lot of the YNs be doing dumb shit. But the YNs got it from the old crusties. You can tell an old crusty, because an old crusty always bitter about something, always complaining about something. You know what I mean? Nigga, he don't got old now, so he can't do the things. He wasted his youth. So now that he's older, you get what I'm saying? It's like he can't maneuver like he used to, or he ain't got the game no more like he used to have it, or whatever the case may be. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, man, the old that's my homeboy. You know, the old crusties, you know, they just always bitter, always gossiping about some shit, always into something. Always. You get what I'm saying? And you know, the young niggas is silly as hell. But you know, you got some old, you got a few old crust. Oh, that's my homeboy. Dad, they got my homeboy on TV. Ah, that's my dog. Oh, they got my dog. They lock up my dog up. They show my dog. Oh man, that messed up. My dog got knocked off by Vice. I'm looking at a video from back in the day. You know, when I see my homeboy. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, man. So yeah, the old crusties, man. Yeah, the old crusties. Y'all okay, man. You know, they be sitting back, leaving a bad, 43rd in Mellowville, leaving a bad example. Bad example. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna see and the niggas who be online starting the shit, you ain't gonna see these niggas nowhere at no fight. Whether they young or old, you're not gonna see them at no fight. They don't do that, because that's out of their comfort zone. That's out of their safety zone. Their safety zone is at home. You ain't gonna see them at no fight like me. You ain't gonna see them at no fight like me. You ain't gonna see them walking through the streets like I do, being different cities. You ain't gonna see that. Like them niggas ain't built like that. You get what I'm saying? You know, the real ones can do it, but the ones who ain't real, they can't do it. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, that just rattled to the situation. But anyway, let's get into the show. Let's get everybody a round of applause. Yeah, that's why, like, people be hitting me up about stuff it's like most stuff I don't even comment on. Because other people talking about it, I ain't shit. Don't worry about that shit. This shit ain't worth me talking about. This shit ain't worth my time. You get what I'm saying? Because I already know what it is. I've been doing this for a little over 4.5 years out. Now I know what it is. I don't seen it all. I already know how they come. They keep doing the same thing over and over and over, month in, month out, week in, week out. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Shout out to Deal. Okay. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said Virgil Ortiz, Ryan Cepeda have been pro for over 9 years and never won a world championship title. Yeah, I'm talking about that. Golden Boy full protection racket at its finest. Facts. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Okay. She gifted someone a membership. Let's give the super chatters and the member a round of applause.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey man, shout out to my main man DT. Shout out to DT. This is why I said you can't be blaming everything on the youth. Like I mean, you can blame a lot of stuff on the youth, but they wasn't guided, bro. They guided. Like look at the examples. Look at the examples that they have online. Look at the old crusty niggas who got podcasts online right now. What I told y'all, I say this shit is. I told y'all 2 years ago. I said, I'm telling y'all because I study this shit. I study the trends. I say this shit is going to be Days of Our Lives, As the World Turn, All My Cheering, Wendy Williams, tabloids, the National Enquiry. I told you that. Making up lies about fighters, scandalizing people's name for clicks and views and AdSense. I've been telling y'all, that's what it's all about. I'm the one told y'all, I went on Fag9 channel before. I said, okay, this guy is a pro-aerosexual grown nigga with titties, cottage cheese and titties. Remember that? Remember I showed y'all the picture? I got the video when the nigga had went crazy and lifted his shirt up, showed his titties. He got real man boobs. Like, I think the nigga got like a C&1/2 cup. If he got like a C&1/2 cup, you know, almost a D, but it's a C&1/2. It's between a C and a D. You get what I'm saying? I told y'all that. I say, look, man, you know, like this dude channel is all about pro Spence, pro Tank. I hate Bud. And I told y'all that. I say, look, these niggas, this how they make their money. Their audience come to their channel specifically because they hate Crawford. Specifically for that. That's it. And they come because I love Tank. He gonna get on his knees and digitally slip him up, get swallow every drop. I love Sparrow. You get what I'm saying? That's what that's about. Pro PBC, that's what that's about. So anything that they feel in their mind that is a threat to their thought process, they feel like they gotta defend it, make up lies online. I told y'all that. I'm the only content creator in boxing that tell you, I'll give y'all the game. I give it to you. I give it to you. You get what I'm saying? That's what it is. I remember I went to the nigga channel, made a thumbnail. I copied this thumbnail. I say, this is how you make these thumbnails. This is called a curiosity headline. I told y'all, YouTube was about what? The thumbnail and the title. I study y'all. I know which channels you watch. I know which videos you watch. You want to know how I know? Because YouTube tells me. I have an app on my phone. It tells you that anybody can do that. They pander to their base. My base hate this nigga, so I got to make videos and continuously hate this nigga. And it's a numbers game. Oh, yeah, I got 10,000 views. I got 15,000. I got 20,000 on that. So if you getting views like that, why would you stop doing it? I told y'all that. I told y'all the business aspect of it. That's what it is. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know, I mean, that's what these whole ass niggas do. I really don't, you know. Shout out to Ronald Finkley. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2 super chat. He said, are you not entertained? Hey man, shout out to MGR. Gifted 5 people memberships. Let's give him a round of applause.
From the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
I mean, I have successfully destroyed all of them. I'm just too talented for them niggas. Period. I don't see none of them. It ain't one I see. It ain't not one I see. I'm just saying me. You get what I'm saying? But you know, it's some I'm cool with. Like I'm really cool with a couple of the brothers. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Me personally, I don't move on, but I mean that's just what it is. But I see Blue's doing a good job over there. He's doing a good job over there cooking that nigga because that nigga there. Ooh Lord, he don't cook the nigga about 4 or 5 times to the point to where the nigga had a mental breakdown. He had a mental breakdown on the show one time. You know, so it is what it is. I don't want to pull them old videos up. I can. I have the clips. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I only, you know, if the nigga come over here won't smoke with me, I'm gonna give it to him. Promise you. True. I got too many receipts and I'm so disrespectful. Anyways, it is what it is. Now, let's get into the show. Oscar De La Hoya confirms why he doesn't want Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero rematch. Rolly Romero. I'm going to be respectful. I promise you. In a recent interview with Ring Magazine, Oscar De La Hoya revealed that he doesn't want Ryan Garcia to rematch Rolly Romero. According to Oscar, he doesn't want to make this fight because the first fight was boring. This is a quote from Oscar De La Hoya. However, when you look at how the fight played out, Rolly Romero's style is all wrong for Ryan Garcia. Outside of Rolly being a crayon eater and Ryan Garcia being a bigot, Rolly's counterpunching style gave Ryan Garcia fits.
True.
Rolly exposed the fact that Ryan Garcia is a one-trick pony with only a left hook. That's all he got. Once you remove the left hook from the equation, he's a basic fighter. This is similar to what Tank Davis told Ryan Garcia in their lead up to their fight back in 2023. Tank told him, he said, you ain't got nothing but a left hook. Once you can't land that hook, then what? What you got next? He said, what about the right cross? What about this? He said, man, you ain't got no right cross. You ain't got none of that. All you got is a left hook. Tank told him that.
To this day.
He tried to land a left hook. He walked into, what happened to him? He tried to land a left hook. He walked into Tank Davis's straight left. Tank caught him with a left hook. Really, it was a straight left. He walked right into it. He ducked right up under Ryan Garcia arm hook, because he's the shorter fighter, and caught him with I think it was a left hook of his own. Dropped him. Y'all remember that?
True.
Can't land that left hook, he ain't got nothing. When he beat Devin Haney, what he beat him with? The left hook. If you look at the 3 rounds that Ryan Garcia won, where he knocked down Devin Haney, and some people give him the first round because the first round he hurt Devin Haney. So you might have given them 4 rounds. 3 of those rounds were knockdown rounds, if I'm not mistaken. 2 or 3 of them. Well, he got knocked down multiple. He got knocked down twice in 1 round, and hurt in the first round, and then knocked down again. Because he fell multiple times throughout the fight, but I think it was only 3 official knockdowns. But if you look at those rounds, those were the only rounds he won. If you look at what he did in the rest of the fight, I'm looking at my son. He didn't do nothing. He was doing the booty roll. Y'all remember he bent over? Y'all remember he turned his back on Devin Haney, and Devin was punching him on the side of the back, and he bent over doing the booty roll. He was doing the booty roll in the fight against doggone down Devin Haney.
True.
Just every time Devin fell asleep at the wheel, that left hook kept catching. Like he only won like 3 rounds. 3, maybe 4. You know what I mean? The booty roll, you know what I mean? Then he pulled out the booty roll. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. As I said before, once you remove that left hook, he's just a basic fighter. Ryan Garcia is the biggest hype job in boxing. I've been consistent at saying this, right? The man has been a pro for 9 years, but has never won a world title. You can't make this up. Which is very similar to Virgil Ortiz's career. Very similar to Virgil Ortiz's career. Y'all bear with me one moment. Fam. Family, bear with me one moment. Bear with me. All right, I'm back. Y'all. The old boy back. I be sitting back telling y'all, fam. I be like, man, look, man, like the smoke and mirrors campaign in boxing is for real. The smoke and mirrors campaign. The eyes see, the ears hear, but nothing is never what it appears to be. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let's get back to where we was at. But this is very similar to Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz has been a pro for 9 years, never won a title. Right? When you look at the entire Golden Boy roster, look at Golden Boy fighters. For the most part, not every case, but for the most part, I'm talking about 85, 90%. For the most part, they all have the same similarities. They get paid for hype. You know what I mean? This is the truth. They get paid hype that's paid for a hype from the media. Any form of media, they get paid for a hype, right? But these guys aren't that good. They ain't fought nobody. How you a pro for 9 years in boxing and you never won a major title? And you supposed to be an elite fighter. Make that make sense. Tell me what so-called elite fighter in the history of boxing, I'm talking about a fighter that's elite, the hype that they get, that's boxed 9 years and never won a major title. You got a resume full of secondary belts, Hog Head Cheese belt, PapaJohn.com belt, Chuck E. Cheese belt, Fats Domino's belt, Pizza Hut belt, Geico Insurance belt. True. Then they call this show, want to argue about this dude. Do you want to argue? This the hill you want to die on, fam? You want to argue with me about a nigga who never won a title? Because he got some Instagram followers? And he doing the body shot challenge? And he got a nice left hook when he fighting tomato cans? Bro, as I said before, when you look at the entire Golden Boy roster, for the most part, they all have the same similarities. They get paid for a hype from the media, but these guys really aren't that good. When it comes to the body shot challenge, Instagram modeling, and chanting racial slurs on social media, Ryan Garcia is the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world for that. True. He pound for pound when it comes to that, right? But he's an average fighter at best. Floyd Mayweather spoke on this 5 years ago. I found the video. 5 years ago on Fight Hype. Floyd Mayweather spoke on this 5 years ago when he said that Ryan Garcia could not beat Rolly Romero. Floyd was right. Floyd said that 5 years ago, fam. Shout out to the boys over there at Fight Hype. My main man, Ron Goodall. Shout out to Ron. Salute to you, brother. Listen, he said that 5 years ago, fam. I said, damn, Floyd knew 5 years ago Ryan couldn't beat Rolly Romero. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, you feel me? Like, damn, how Floyd knew that? Floyd knew that though. He knew. Floyd knew that. You get what I'm saying? Oscar Dela Hoya understands. I'm gonna tell you why. This what's really going on. As I said before, Ryan Garcia is the average fighter at best. Oscar Dela Hoya understands that the Rolly rematch is a bad matchup for Ryan. He wants to make a Ryan Garcia versus Teofimo Lopez fight. You get what I'm saying? We can call this fight the Battle of the Bigots because Teofimo is a bigot. He got a lot of disparaging things to say about black people and black fighters. Those are the facts. Videos out there about that. I don't think no one can defend that. And Ryan Garcia has a history of it as well. We got his racial rants on recordings as well. They are who they are. Accept it. True. Based on Teofimo and Ryan Garcia's racist rants towards blacks and Muslims, this is the perfect title for this bout, the Battle of the Bigots. A person who is obsessively or unreasonably attached to a belief, opinion, or faction, especially one who is prejudiced against or antagonistic towards antagonism, right? Antagonistic towards a person or a people based on their membership of a particular group is a textbook definition of a bigot. That fits Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez to the T. True. You get what I'm saying? The problem with this fight is this. Who's going to pay for it? Who's going to pay Ryan and Teofimo the type of money that they want to make in order to fight each other? Turki Al-Sheikh has been removed from the equation. Turki said he don't want to have nothing to do with Lopez. I don't know why he want to do something with Ryan, but I don't know. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. So that's the problem with this fight. Who's going to pay for it? Without Turki Al-Sheikh's financial backing, you can forget it. Oscar De La Hoya don't have the type of money that Ryan Garcia and this is the problem, right? Ryan Garcia made $20 million to fight Rolly Romero. He don't want to make nothing less. But he made $20 million because Turki Al-Sheikh overpaid him. He got overpaid. Turki Al-Sheikh paid a guy who's never accomplished anything in the sport of boxing $20 million. The fight, another fighter from the Special Olympics. True. You can't make this up. Can Oscar Dela Hoya match that? He got the money, but he not finna overpay them. If Turk Al Sheik is dumb enough to overpay him, then let him overpay him. Not calling the man dumb, but hey, it is what it is. It's the Crown Prince's money. So he can do whatever he want to do with the Crown Prince's money. But, you know, again, where you going to get it from? Outside of Turk Al Sheik, where you going to get it from? And Teofimo Lopez, he got offered $11 million to fight Devin Haney for what we are hearing. He turned that down. Went on YouTube, I'm not going to sell my soul, and went to dissing dog on Turk Al Sheik. Then now he back begging again. Did you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I want 11 million. Well, that Turk Al Sheik is the exception of the rule. Turk Al Sheik is not the rule. He's not the rule of thumb in boxing. He is the exception of the rule. Without him, you niggas gonna be getting, your niggas gonna go back to, you niggas gonna go back to 500,000 a fight, $1 million a fight, 1.5 for a fight, $2 million for a fight. That's, you gotta go back down to reality. Turk Al Sheik got y'all on Gilligan's Island right now. But they, you know, they know what they doing. They do what they want to do with their money. I don't give a damn, you know. But, you know, y'all, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like, for real, though, y'all, you got y'all on Gilligan's Island. Once you kicked off the island, then what? Where you going to get it from? Rick Glazier explained on Twitter how this goes. Let me read what Rick Glazier said on Twitter. For fights to be made, and I quote, they have to be sellable to boxing enthusiasts. This is what Rick Glazier is saying. The fight has to fit in the promoter's budget for the event. I want to repeat that. See, Turk Al Sheik ain't got no budget. He has a limitless budget. The 2030 initiative, they got like $31 billion annual they can spend. So he got a big budget, right? Rick Glazier explained, in order for fights to be made, they have to be sellable to the boxing enthusiast. People who are enthusiastic about boxing. And the fight has to fit the promoter's budget for the event. What kind of budget Golden Boy have? Based on their event in Chicago, it don't look like it's much. True. Many have to agree to the fight, such as promoters, both fighters, both managers, both trainers, the state boxing commission, whichever city that may be in, and the TV/streaming outlets. If it's a world title fight or an eliminator fight, be it the WBC, WBO, WBA, or IBF, have to all agree. And these things take time, energy, connections, and money. It's not as easy as you think, end quote. This is what Rick Glazier said. You know who makes it easy? Turk Al Sheik. See, when Turk Al Sheik comes in the game, he makes it easy. The WBC, WBO, WBA, IBF, they all fall in line. All the promoters, they fall in line. The fighters, they fall in line. The managers, they fall in line. You get what I'm saying? The TV net platform and the commissions, they fall in line. When Turkey is involved. When Turkey's not involved, you know, you got to have the WBC, the WBA, the WBO all have to agree. All these things, time, energy, connections, and money. And you know, and it's not as easy as you think. You know, when Turk Al Sheik is not involved, that's when all this is a problem. You notice that? Ryan claims that he has one more fight left with Golden Boy under his contract, right? We'll see how this plays out. He also got a phone call where he, quote unquote, had Oscar Dela Hoya on the phone, and he told Oscar, don't call him unless he got $20 million to offer him for his next fight. Just imagine paying a nigga $20 million who have zero boxing accomplishments. The only thing this nigga's accomplished in boxing is the body shot challenge, TikTok, Instagram, whooping bums.
But this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
You can't make this up. You gotta love America. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. But this is what he said, right? This is what he said. He said that you know, he has, you know, one more fight, so we'll see how that play out, right? In other news, got some other news. I saw a video from Keyshawn Davis, and he said via social media, via video, that he's retiring from the sport of boxing. Nigga, please.
Nigga, please.
Yeah, right. Keyshawn retired the same way Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, and Teofimo Lopez retired in the past. And he retired in all caps.
To this day.
He'll be announcing his unretirement party in a few weeks. We heard Shakur say he retired. What happened? 5 minutes later, the nigga unretired. We heard Tank Davis retire multiple times. Next thing you know, he's still fighting. We heard Ryan Garcia holler about he retired. Can't leave the game alone. Teofimo retired a couple of times. Lopez is what I call him. Dick in the booty, right? You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is, right? All these young niggas, y'all ain't made enough money to get a holler about you gonna retire. These dudes do this for attention. They want attention, right? You know, that's all they want. They want attention. When no one shows interest in the retirement life, they supposedly come out of retirement. Yeah, I let everybody know I'm retired. Let me see how many messages I'm gonna get or people begging me to come back to the game. How many people gonna be begging me to come back? I just made my retirement announcement, baby. I just made my I just made my retirement announcement. You get what I'm saying? Nah, we ain't doing that there. You know, I just made my retirement announcement. Let's see. Damn, ain't nobody said nothing. Shit, don't nobody care. Don't nobody care I retired? Damn. All right, let me let everybody know I came back out of retirement. True. I don't give a fuck if you if a nigga retire, nigga. Shit, ain't nobody gonna miss you. Y'all don't move the needle. Y'all don't move the needle like that in boxing. Y'all don't move the needle like that in boxing, fam. Anyways. Why do you think Oscar De La Hoya doesn't want to make the Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero rematch for Ryan's last fight with Golden Boy? Why is that? Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, dog, I'm just saying, dog, I'm finna retire, dog. Yeah, dog, I'm finna leave the game, dog. Bye. You get what I'm saying? Y'all finna leave the game, dog. I'm leaving, dog. I ain't been, dog. Dog, I'm telling you, dog, I'm finna leave the game. Y'all gonna miss me when I'm gone. I promise you we will not miss you when you gone. True. Y'all gonna miss one. I promise, sir. I swear to God, we will not miss you, my nigga. My nigga, if you just didn't even say nothing, make that announcement, and just went away into the ethos, you probably wouldn't have had now nigga inboxing asking about when you coming back to fight. I can promise you that. That's for any of these fighters, all of them. Whether it be Tank, Shakur, Keyshawn, Ryan, T.O., don't matter. Ain't nobody gonna miss y'all. Like literally. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. I'm just letting you know. Some of y'all y'all thinking y'all superstar Billy Graham, Bam Bam Bigelow. You ain't Bam Bam Bigelow. If Canelo or Crawford would have retired, yeah, that'll move the needle. Over here in America, if Errol Spence announced his retirement, that'll move the needle. Y'all, the dudes who holler about they gonna retire, these young dudes, y'all not even on them three dudes, those three guys' level. You're not on their level. You get what I'm saying? Shit, so I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm just telling what God love. I ain't here to be friends, kiss a nigga ass, or fuck the interview. I don't need them niggas shit. We run it over here. We run True Media Podcast over here. Not a fighter. There ain't a fighter that's boxing run this channel. Not one. You get what I'm saying? The people come here to see me. They don't come here to see you niggas. Anyways, it is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all know what time of TI is. Shout out to Jamal Charlo.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's
please.
up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Hello.
Yeah, man, I'm finna, let me go ahead and get this guy out of here, man. I'm done. No, I'm done. I'm done, bro. You know what? Let me tell you something. My mind is telling me something. I'm finna follow my mind. Let me go ahead and get this dude right here. Let me go ahead and do this. All right. Shit. Y'all bear with me one moment. Yeah, I ain't with the bullshit. Yeah, nigga trying to scam me. Anyways. So, before we get into the show, we got to say all praise is due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Yeah, man. Like, we, like, again, like a lot of these niggas is great. Like I said, a lot of these dudes male groupies. They be male groupies for these fighters, bro. They be busting it wide open to get their eagle on for these fighters. And I just don't, like me, again, we do not like male groupies. I can promise you this channel right here, we do not like male groupies. We hate male groupies with a passion. I don't want one thing about me, fam, like I don't beg for subscribers. The reason why I don't is because I don't want everybody to subscribe to this channel. This channel is not for everybody. You get what I'm saying? This channel is not for everybody at all. It's not. You get what I'm saying? That's why we had commandments. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull the commandments up today. I need to do that. Y'all, somebody remind me to pull them commandments up because I do need to do that. I need to pull them up and maybe we can run some niggas off the block. Some niggas might need to be purged and unsubscribe and leave. This ain't the channel for you. This is not the channel for you. We don't do male groupies behavior over here. I will run you niggas off the block in a heartbeat and replace you because I'm good at what I do. Very talented, good at what I do. I understand this shit very, very well. I don't need you. I'm talking about the male groupies. And you sitting there gang banging for your fighter. This ain't the channel. I promise you this ain't the channel. I will hurt your feelings, break your heart, and block your ass and send you back to your mama house. True. And them same hoe ass niggas ain't gonna call the show. They never do. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Y'all know what time it is. Shout out to the Prince of Pan-Africanism.
See your eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter lights, too, she's my sweet dust of free. Talk to my nose, this love, but sky is so raw. Make you move, stepping out, from out of control. It's me against the light, snow bunny. Moving on the bar, everything's alright.
Family, please remind me to read the commandments. I'm pulling them up right now. This is something I haven't done in a long time, but I can promise you today we're going to do something called the purge. Do y'all know what the purge is? Today we're going to do something called the purge. Do y'all remember this? Well, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord, I say we got some new subscribers over here, Lord. And they don't understand what time of TI is. We got some of these male groupers that don't came over here, that's in love with Tank. We got some of these male groupers that don't came over here, that's in love with Devin Haney. We got some of these male groupers that don't came over here, that's in love with Ryan Garcia. We got some of these male groupers that don't came over here, that's in love with TLP Mo Lopez. You got some male groupers that don't came over here, that's in love with their favorite fighter. Lord, we got to chastise them. Lord, if a hoe ass nigga don't subscribe to this channel, channel, ha. And he's a male groupie of a fighter, ha. Lord, please bless that nigga to get the hell off this channel, ha. Lord, I say I'm here to break these niggas' hearts, ha. Lord, if I got anybody that's a male groupie in the chat, ha, please unsubscribe and leave. Go that away, ha. Because Coach Malachi don't need you, ha. The TMP family don't need you, ha. And the law don't need you, ha. I'm here to represent the boxing gods, ha. We got something called the 13 commandments of the boxing gods, ha. I'm going to read them today, ha. After Rick Glazer leave the show at 4 o'clock, ha, I'm going to read them today, ha. I'm going to give you an opportunity, ha, to decide, ha, if you want to be over here, ha, because this ain't the spot for you, ha. This ain't Fagnon, ha. This ain't KQKC, ha. This ain't Temp Side, ha. This not the LDBC, ha. This ain't Bossing Shigo, ha. This ain't doggone Ellie Sucker nigga nutsack, ha. This Coach Malachi, ha, and the TMP family, ha. True Media Podcast, ha. If you want to get with them niggas, ha, you don't need to be over here, ha. If you want to be over here, ha, you don't have to go over there, ha. Coach Malachi don't give a damn, ha. I don't need no friends, ha. I got enough of them, ha. I don't need no nut holders, ha. I got enough of them, ha. When I drop the phone lines, ha, whole ass niggas, please call the show, ha. If a nigga got a problem with what I got to say, ha, please call the show, ha. That's 530, ha, 494, ha, 9694, ha. I'm telling you, when I drop the phone lines, ha, call the show. If a nigga got a problem with me, ha, call the show. I don't duck no smoke, ha. I don't been threatened by the worst of them, ha. Been threatened by the rest of them, ha. Guess what? Ain't none of them niggas did shit, ha. When they see a nigga, ha, they offer to buy a nigga a drink, ha. They offer to buy a nigga some dank, ha. They offer to do everything other than throw hands, ha. So my nigga, ha, this might not be the channel for you, ha. You might want to reassess the situation, ha. When I drop these phone lines after I read the doggone commandments, ha, that's your decision to decide if you want to be over here or you want to go back to your mammy house. Either way it go, I would not miss you. Let the church say amen, and let's get the congregation a round of applause. Yeah, I'm not here to play today. Not here to play today. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm very transparent. Coach Malachi is very transparent. I'm not with no games. I'm not going to be food tricked or anything like that. And I'm just letting it be known. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. We're doing a good job. We're doing a good job over here. You know what I mean? So we're going to continue that way. I don't want all subscribers. I only want those who love boxing. I don't want no male groupies. I want to get rid of male groupies. I want to purge them. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to be your homie. I don't want to be your partner. I don't give a damn about you. Whether you live or die, I don't. You need to understand that. You know, we're going to keep it pushing. All right? Let's continue. Let me pull this up right here. Edit this right here. You got to let these niggas know. Got to be very transparent now. Got to be transparent. That's the only way I know. Let me go ahead and copy this right quick. I'm like the spinners, man. And the beat goes on, brother. The beat goes on. The beat goes on. Go ahead and hey, what happened? All right, there you go. Go ahead and post this. I just posted the commandments. We're gonna read them. We're gonna read them later on in the show. Y'all please remind me. Anyways, let's get ready to drop. Let's get ready to drop this. Let's get ready to drop this right quick. Let's get ready to drop this right quick. Listen, you know what I mean? As I said before, I'm very transparent. Shout out to Green Eyes. Hey, okay. Dropping them 2 pounds. She say, don't ask. Hey man, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. I'm gonna call it why I see it, bro. One thing about me, bro, I'm team fuck the other side. I ain't got no friends on this shit. I ain't down with listen, I ain't got no friends on this shit because I'm telling you. I done seen this 1,000 times. The niggas who praising you today, they gonna be dissing you tomorrow. And the niggas who dissing you tomorrow, they gonna be trying to ease up to be buddy with you today. I've seen it 1,000 times. I can't go for that.
True.
Yep. Can't go for that. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let's go ahead and read this. Let's see. Oh, that's oldie low. Look like I got some. Go over here. All right, here we go. This is the video. I do not own the rights to this material. It's for education purposes only. This is Floyd Mayweather calling this 5 years ago. I want y'all to listen to this.
I think a kid named Ryan.
Shout out to Fight Hype. Shout out to Ron Goodall over there, Fight Hype.
Ryan Garcia. And then I see that what's the kid named Telefimo?
Yeah, Teofimo Lopez. Yeah.
I want to make sure I pronounce his name right.
Yeah.
So the young kid Lopez, you got Devin Haney, you got Tank.
Mm-hmm.
This guy telling, and somebody just showed me about when he was talking about, are you guys ain't Floyd Mayweather as far as with those guys using the shoulder roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I take my hat off to those three fighters because those three fighters are world champions.
Yeah.
And the guy that's trying to just those three fighters, he haven't even won a title at all. That's what I'm trying to say. Boxing is crazy nowadays. You're not guys for doing something that you have never done yet. You can't do that. So
Floyd is right. You can't knock a guy for doing something that you ain't never done yet. You see that on YouTube all the time. They'll sit back, like on YouTube, the person who has accomplished a lot in the sport of boxing, the modern day boxing fans today, and the old Crescent nigga YouTube channels, they tear those guys down. And the hype jobs, the dudes who ain't doing nothing, they got the hype, they praise them. You can't make this up. Floyd is right.
I'm saying, so when you look in the sport of boxing, if I'm a fighter, I have to look at a Floyd Mayweather and say, you know what? I want to be like a Floyd Mayweather before I say I want to be like an Oscar De La Hoya. I don't have to bash Oscar De La Hoya to know the reasons why. I don't have to say the reason why. I'm a stand-up guy. I'm an honest guy. I don't hide nothing. I just speak from the heart. I'm gonna give it to you raw and uncut, whether you like it or not.
You always
even
do.
with us talking here, like I said before, I'm not here to bash anyone. Even the fighter Garcia.
Now this is 5 years ago. Listen,
I'm not here to bash him, but this is the same fighter that came to the Mayweather boxing gym and boxed Rolly and ran out the gym. This is the same fighter.
Wow, you were there for that?
No, I wasn't there, but we got plenty of footage. So before you call out Devin Haney, before you call out the Lopez champion, before you call out Gervonta Tank Davis, get past Rolly first. And I gave him this offer a long time ago. He's ducking Rolly. All we got to do is do like this.
He said 5 years ago, Ryan Garcia was ducking Rolly. Hey, you know what? Guess what? Now we know why. True. They say Big Rolo gave him that work in Mayweather Promotions, Mayweather gym 5 years ago.
Yes. And once again, I'm not bashing him.
Right.
But I speak the truth.
Hey, get by Rolly first. The man can't get by. Floyd called this 5 years ago. Floyd Mayweather called this shot 5 years ago. Man can't get by Rolly, man. Listen, man, you don't lost all your step-up fights. Well, you lost the Tank. You beat Devin Haney, but you cheated. So that don't even count because you cheated. You had PEDs in your system. So that killed that. And then your very next fight after the PEDs, Rolly Romero put hands and foots on you. So that tells us everything we need to know. True. Then y'all check this out. Then y'all check this out. Y'all check this out over here. Oh, I gotta show y'all this. Now this him talking to Oscar De La Hoya, fishnets in high heels.
Ever hit me up unless you have a $20 million deal for me, okay, Oscar? Don't. Okay,
this is playing copyright music, because that's why I can't play it. So he just basically saying, don't hit me up unless you got a $20 million deal for me. He said a $20 million fight. Now the only person that's gonna pay him $20 million for a fight is Turk Al-Rashid. Shout out to the lovely Miss Connie. Yeah, I can't play it because they got copyright music playing. Don't call me unless you got 20 million. Oh, I tell you what, try to get $20 million without Turk Al-Rashid being involved. Listen, Try to get 20 million. Put it this way. If a Turk out of seat say, you know what, I'm tired of these Americans. They sport and entitled, all this stuff there. I'm tired of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm gonna do? Check it out though. I'm tired of these dudes. What I'm gonna do is I'm done. Listen, they're gonna be back. They're gonna be right back to making $5. $5 for a fight. You know what you gonna get, dog? Dog, listen, man, this best I can do. I got 20 now. I got 20. I paid you $5 last time. I'm paying you 3 times more than what you got paid last time. 4 times. You know what I mean? Well, 4 times. Paying you 4 times more than what you got paid last time now. 5 times 4, 20. I paid you $5 last fight. I'm getting 20 this fight. That's about it. Know what I mean? Turk out the sheet came and messed the game up. Overpaying you niggas.
True.
There isn't a fight in America outside of Turkey that's gonna get paid what Turk out of sheet paid. Hey, what to say, Jamie? You say Ryan is saying Ryan is a bum. Floyd is saying. I mean, hey man, I'm just saying, fam.
But this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
One thing about me, I'm gonna keep it all the way live. Hey, shout out to This Is Boxing Official. I'm gonna keep it all the way live, bro. All the way live. You get what I'm saying? I have to. Gotta keep it all the way live. This dude ain't accomplished nothing in boxing. Not one thing. You see what I'm saying? The only thing he's accomplished in boxing is making racial slurs online about blacks and Muslims and doing the body shot challenge and hitting the Cobra bag and taking selfies. That's it.
Let me address something to some of the haters out there about me. Y'all can kiss my ass. Twice.
Again, I call a spade, fam. That's it, brother. I gotta call a spade. You know, yeah, nigga, I need, that's what I need. All right, good luck. Listen, I hope you can get it. I really do hope you can get it. You know what I mean? Hope you can get it. Yeah, they're showing up, do. Hope you can get that motherfucker, boy. Lord, damn murder, boy. I'm talking about, man, these motherfuckers over here, boy. But Floyd called that 5 years ago, bro. 5 years ago, Floyd called that. He said he ducking Rolly. Hey, you know, it's a shame. Hey, it's a shame we got there. That nigga ducking big Rolo, dog. He ducking big Rolo. He ducking Rolo, man. I'm trying to tell you, dog. Rolly put hands and foots on him. Rolly put hands and foots on him in sparring. For real? Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, man. Yeah, man, he dropped him in everything, bro. He dropped him in everything. Listen, man, he dropped him in everything. You get what I'm saying? Well, listen, man, you can't make this up. Man, listen, man, Rolly will put hands and foots on Rolly 5 years ago in sparring. I heard about it. All jokes aside, I did see the video. I did see the video, but I heard people were telling me, man, I don't know, man, cause man, Rolly Romero, man, might be too much for Ryan Garcia, man. Like, I was like, no. I made the mistake of discrediting. No, not even discrediting Rodo. I made the mistake. I gave Ryan Garcia too much credit. I don't know. I was saying, what the fuck was I thinking? You know what I mean? Like, I gave him too much credit. And then I realized, I said, you know what? This dude really ain't that good. Like, he is what Tank said he was. And Tank called the shot, bro. I never forget when him and Tank fought. Tank said in that press conference, he said, man, this dude ain't got nothing but a left hook. That's it. He trash. All he has is a left hook. Or if he can't land that left hook, he ain't got nothing. Tank said it, dog. All that entire Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis press conference, that's what he kept preaching on.
True.
I've never seen an elite fighter with only one tool in the toolbox. That's it. There's no such thing as an elite fighter that only have one tool in his toolbox. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man. One tool in his toolbox. He take a mean selfie now. He take a mean selfie. You get what I'm saying? He take a mean selfie now. I give him that now. But that's why I called him the selfie king. That is. He is the selfie king. Facts. Yeah. These dudes, boy, came outside today, water on water. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, hold on. As a matter of fact, hold on, let's pull this up. I'm trying to see what the fuck this nigga talking about. Yeah, I ain't even gonna talk about that. That ain't. I mean, X. My bad. Go over here, see what's up. See what's up over here, man. You know, my favorite, one of my favorite places to roam. You know what I mean? You know, because I told you I watch a lot of content. But one of my favorite places to roam is doggone X. I like going on X. X is very, very, you know, X is very, very, very funny to me. I like X. Bro, you see a whole bunch of digital crash outs. They got crashing out. Hey, bro, listen, man, listen. You want to have some fun, just smoke some good green. Oh, and they say doggone Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul has a 50% chance of happening. What? Nigga, AJ gonna fight Jake the Snake. You might as well, dog. You might as well. I ain't mad at you. Go get that money, fam. Go get that money, man. Go get that money, fam. You get what I'm saying? Now, I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all this. Let's pull up Ring Magazine. There are no big fights going on right now. Nothing really scheduled until everything is waiting on Crawford. Everybody's waiting on Terrence Crawford and Canelo over here in America. You have 3 promotional companies: Top Rank, Golden Boy, and PBC. And I want to show y'all something. And this ain't no shade. This ain't no shade to them boys over there. But do you think that the 3 of them can come together and put together a big fight? Big name, I'm talking about big name marquee fighters. We do know that Oscar did a show this past weekend with Oscar Duarte versus Kenneth Sims. That was a very, very domestic fight. Very domestic. Wasn't a big fight at all. Nothing of that sort. A lot of people didn't even know that fight was going on. 99% of the people don't even know who Oscar Duarte is outside of YouTube, outside of social media. They don't even know who the hell he is. Kenneth Sims did a really good job in this fight. Some people felt he got robbed. You know, some people felt he didn't. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's subjective to whoever, however you want to see it, close fight. But however, I don't think that these promoters in America have the ability to be able to put on a big fight because they're not going to overpay their star fighters money in order to put the big fights on. Shout out to all Miss Connie. They're not going to do it. Oscar Dela Hoya ain't going to pay no Ryan Garcia no $20 million to fight no doggone Rolly Romero. Rolly ain't no draw. You get what I'm saying? And Ryan Garcia, I mean, is he a draw? I mean, outside of Tank, you know, when he fought Devin Haney, Oscar De La Hoya said it only did 300,000 pay-per-view buys, which is, I think, is good for both the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. I think it's good for them. But, you know, I don't know. I think Bill Haney was, because I remember when I spoke to Bill, I think maybe they was hoping that, you know, we could fight Ryan Garcia, and if we can do at least 2/3 of what he did sold with Tank Davis, you know, we could probably do maybe 1 million pay-per-view buys or 800,000 pay-per-view buys with Devin the Dream Haney versus King Ryan Garcia. I think that's probably what the Haneys was thinking about. You get what I'm saying? Because remember the fight, they were trying to make the fight, and I was like, look, man, I don't know why y'all chasing this dude. This dude ain't done nothing. Go fight Teofimo Lopez. That's the fight. They ain't want to fight Teofimo or whatever, they tried to make it or whatever that didn't work, but they went at Ryan. Then Ryan said, no, Ryan turned them down, said, no, I don't want to fight y'all. I'm finna go fight Rolly. Y'all remember that? He said he finna go fight Rolly. And then we heard about that. Then Rolly switched out on Ryan Garcia and fought Esau Cruz. And he went on the media and bragged about it. He say, man, I think he was on Fight Hype or something. He was on Fight Hype, and he said that yeah, man, I got why would I fight Ryan Garcia when I can why would I fight Ryan Garcia, you know, on the zone when I can fight Esau Cruz on Amazon with 200 million. They got 200 million people. They got 200 million subscribers. Which one would you rather go on? Someone who got 500,000 subscribers or 20 million? Who you rather fight in front of? Like, that was Rolly Romero's logic. He actually thought, this fool actually thought that because Amazon had 20 million subscribers or whatever they have, that he was going to be fighting in front of them. All of them was going to see him fight. Listen, I turned down more money and an easier fight than fight Ryan Garcia, and I took less money and a harder fight than fight Eastside Cruz. You get what I'm saying? And when Rolly said that, I said, damn, he really think he said some deep shit just then. I'm like, fool, how Booger Ray Leonard convinced you to take less money for a harder fight? And in his mind, that made sense to him. True. Let's see now. I'm gonna take a harder fight for less money instead of taking an easy fight for more money. All right, let's see. Wait, more money. 1 plus 1, 2. That was my teacher told me anyway. Okay, 2 plus another 2. I think that's 4. And then add the 1 makes it 5. Subtract 2. So 2 plus 2 plus 1 minus 2 equals, damn, is that 7? Is that 7? True. I'm like, oh. True. I said, damn, this motherfucker really bragging about this shit. You get what I'm saying? But then, good news is he was able to come back. Good news is he was able to come back. You get what I'm saying? He was able to come back and get the bag anyways with Ryan Garcia. Thanks to Turk Out of Sheep. Thanks to Turk Out of Sheep. That's all I'm saying. Good thing he was able to get that. You get what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyways, I'm finna go to drop the phone line. Rick's supposed to came on at 4 o'clock, but he ain't came on yet. So, I'm gonna drop the phone line, man. Y'all want to call the show? Y'all call the show, man. As a matter of fact, you know what I need to do? Y'all want me to read let's read the commandments right quick. Let's read the commandments right quick. Because I'm finna get some niggas. Matter of fact, let me do this. I'm finna tell y'all something. You have an opportunity. This for all you male groupies of your favorite fighter. You have an opportunity to leave right now. You have an opportunity to leave. You have an opportunity to unsubscribe. Go back to the male group of YouTube channels. This might not be the channel for you. I'm going to read something to you called the 13 Commandments of the Boxing Gods. This might sizzle your spirit, as Country Wayne would say, so to speak. Okay? Let's continue. All right, this is called the 13 Commandments of the Boxing Gods. Commandment number 1, thou shalt not talk boxing without facts. A lot of these motherfuckers be talking about what they feel and argue doing 11, 12-hour lives based on their feelings that's not based on nothing factual. That's commandment number 1. If you find yourself doing this, you are in violation of the commandments. Commandment number 2, thou shalt not cap for promotional companies, networks, or promoters. Nigga, I love the PBC. I'm pro PBC. I'm pro Showtime. Showtime is going, sir. I'm pro PBC. You might well say they damn near going too. I'm pro Top Rate. Yeah, they ain't got no network deal. And wow, Goldie Boy, what about Goldie Boy? Yeah, shaking like booty meat over there too. True. We are fans of the sport of boxing. We are not fans of promotional companies, networks, or promoters. That's some new shit. Commandment number 3, thou shalt not be a manager or promoter of any fighter. Some of you niggas be in the chats arguing, yeah, I'm a put she, yeah, she my fighter. No, you gotta understand, my fighter the A-side. And it's about putting butts in sheets and using Booger Ray Leonard talking points. It's about putting butts in sheets. My fighter the A-side. And 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Take whatever we give you. True. Commandment number 4. Thou shalt not pocket watches a fighter's money. Now, we've had these commandments for years. I've had these commandments over here for 3 years now. About 3 years, 3.5 years now. No, was it? Been on 4.5 years. Yeah, about 3.5 years now, we've had these commandments. We are the only boxing channel that have commandments. If you see any nigga with commandments on their channel, if you hear any nigga on their channel talking about they got a boxing criteria, that shit came from me. True. Facts. And I got 1,000 witnesses in here that say that. That can witness that. Because we made these commandments here together, right here on this show, on a fight party. It was at a nighttime. Anyways. Let's continue. And I told y'all, I have a boxing criteria. What is my boxing criteria? It's simple. My boxing criteria, you don't hear niggas talking about they got a boxing criteria. My boxing criteria is this. I only have 5. I could add more, but I'm only using 5. What is the level of competition that when you tell me your fighter's the best, he the best thing since whole head, cheese sandwich, pork chop, Willie, show that big nuts, you know what I mean? Chico stick, you know the Panda Bell. When you telling me that, I got 5 questions to ask you. What is the level of competition? This is what I judge a fighter by. When you telling me he all that in the bag of chips, what is the level of competition that he's fought? We're talking about the overall consensus, right? We can do research on that. How many top 10 fighters have your fighter fought? If your fighter stayed in the weight division for a long time, did he dominate the weight division? Like Larry Holmes or like Bernard Hopkins or any of the other greats, right? How many career-defining fights have your fighter had? And did he fight the best in the division? That's my boxing criteria. It's not based on what promotional company you signed with. My boxing criteria is not based on if you got braids and wear chrome hearts. My boxing criteria is not based on doggone if you're light-skinned and you got diamonds in your mouth or you flying around the world in private jets. That's not a boxing criteria. My boxing criteria is based on boxing. My boxing criteria is not based on who your favorite YouTube channel is and how many dicks this nigga pulling. Oh, this nigga pulling dick, huh? Pulling another nigga dick. We don't do that. People ask me, man, coach, man, why you ain't make no videos coming out, man, you know, against these, what these niggas saying about Crawford? I say, for what? That ain't my job to do that. Buzz, my guy, I talked to him, I just spoke to him about 3 days ago. He doing good. Some shit just ain't even worth talking about. Because it's coming from the same niggas that don't like you in the first place. You dig? So, you know, I don't share those personal conversations that we have between us, but it is what it is. I'll tell you what I can tell you, but other than that, that's it. Now, let's go back over here. Now, thou shalt not pocket watch as they fighters' money, except on Tuesday. We made an amendment. We amended this right here. You know, we do pocket watching Tuesdays. And the only reason we do pocket watching Tuesdays because I like to laugh and make fun of these niggas. Broke niggas, 2-figure niggas, 1-figure and 2-figure niggas sitting at home bragging about how much money they fighter got while they're having 2 figures in their pocket. How much money you got? Man, I got about $15, dog, and some change. So you got all this energy yelling, screaming about a fighter who you've never met. Like, I meet these fighters. You don't. So, you don't. So, I'm talking about the niggas who be on there laughing and who be on there doing 24-hour lives. You threatening people. Pointing firearms and cameras. Yeah, nigga, you better come to my city and find out. Okay, well, sir, if you really about that, I should see you on the news right now. Why you ain't on the news with handcuffs on, like you're running down on the ops in your city? You ain't done nothing, nobody in your city, but yeah, you want to threaten me on the camera and tell me to come to your city. Why at the same time you ain't putting in none of that work in your city? True. There's some dudes around the corner right now that's looking to give you internet gangsters in your neighborhood. There's some niggas around the corner right now from where you live at that's looking to give you internet gangsters in your neighborhood all the work that you're looking for. Oh, they want to give you all that work. They looking to give it to you. You just totally ignore them. You want to come online, but in the safety of your mama basement, or in the safety of your baby mama Section 8 house, and tell a nigga who way across the country somewhere what you gonna do to him when you see him. But there's some niggas right around the corner of your neighborhood who want that smoke, and you ain't got none of that energy for them. True. Literally. You can't make this shit up. Anyways, let's get back to it. Anyways, commandment number 5, thou shalt not get too emotionally invested in a particular fighter. That's all these niggas do is get emotionally invested in a fighter. Nigga, you better say that about tape. You better not say that about tape. What you said about Dev? What you said about Dev? Nigga, what you said about Canelo? What you said about Canelo? Nigga, I'm trying to tell you, nigga, I'm finna up the fire. You better not come over here. You better not come to the fight. What you said about Errol? I'm gonna put the magnum to your head about what you said about Errol. So you ain't even have a gun. True. The closest thing to a magnum you got, sir, is that gun emoji that you sending me in my chat. That's the closest thing to a firearm that you have. As I said before, there's some dudes right around the corner in your neighborhood. Crime rate is very high in your city. That want all of that smoke that you talking about you got for somebody online. I don't see you in the news. I don't see no headlines about you in the media. Or you, little AK-47. That's with the Alphabet Boys who threatened Coach last week. You know, little chopper shotgun who threatened Coach last week. I'm looking on your local news. I don't see little chopper. I don't see no drive-bys by little chopper. I don't see no aggravated batteries or assaults or attempted M1s. Like, goddamn, how come I don't see nothing on you about Lil Chopper nowhere? Matter of fact, you don't even have a criminal record. You clean. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you trying to convince me what somebody else in the chat what you gonna do, but you ain't did it to them niggas in your neighborhood. True. Shout out to Ronald Finkley. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Literally. I gotta roast these niggas. I gotta get them. Anyways. Commandment number 6. Thou shalt not criticize a fighter for cherry picking when your favorite fighter is cherry picking. To this day. Some of these same dudes will get online and argue about, oh man, what's the name ain't fought nobody, while ignoring the fact that the guy who you talking about that ain't fought nobody has a better resume than your fighter, has more boxing accomplishments than your fighter, and your fighter literally ain't fighting number bums. This bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums. Nigga got a resume full of golden boy tomato cans. Commandment number 7. Thou shalt not threaten people on YouTube if they disagree with you. That's all these fools do. That's all these fools do. Threaten. Listen, Bob, raise your hands in the chat. Somebody give me a thumbs up in the chat. How many of y'all have been threatened on YouTube? In boxing. How many of y'all been threatening YouTube in boxing? Just give me a thumbs up. Just give me a thumbs up. I want to count the thumbs. How many? Stranger than said it thousands of times. Schoolo got his thumb up. Ronald Finkley thumb is up. Shout out to Master Goku. Shout out to Master Goku. Shout out to Jamie. They got what they say they got. They got green eyes me. Jamie said me. Oh me. Nigga get threatened all the time. Hey, Daniel say he ain't been threatened. Okay, you ain't been threatened on YouTube. You get what I'm saying? Hey, so it ain't but a few of y'all. Only a few of y'all have been threatened. Now, bro, listen, bro, it's the funniest thing. It's so funny. It's so funny, bro. Hey, what did he say? He said not in boxing, but definitely in battle rap. Yeah, but just on social media, period. Hey, somebody say Southpaw told me to come to Chicago in this chat. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. They're gonna come to Chicago. Okay, I'm in Chicago. Now what? You here? Yeah, I'm here. All right, well, I'm kind of busy right now, dog. Yeah, I was gonna pull up on you, you know what I mean? But kind of busy right now. But I appreciate you coming to Chicago, but I know I told you to come. You here? No, man, you said when I get here, man, that it's gonna be smoking all that. I'm here. What's up? No, well, right now I'm kind of busy right now, dog. My mom, I'm trying to help my mom's right now, dog. Helping my mom's paint the house. My mom's old, she can't really paint no more. So, I'm helping my mom's paint the house. How long you gonna be in town? I'm gonna be in town I'm gonna be here for 3 days, nigga, waiting on you. Okay, you gonna be there for 3 days? All right, we gonna meet up, dog, because I'm coming to get you. All right, cool. On the 4th day, you leave and go back home. Once he find out that you back home, they back to making videos about you. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, boy, he left. Yo, he left. I was just finna pull up on him. He came to my city. He left. I was just finna get him. Boy, he ran like a coward. Then you gonna have people coming to my chat. Yeah, nigga, why you left? Why you left? Why you ran? You know, you know we were looking for you. We were looking for you ran. Dude, I literally was there 3 days filming, doing video, walking down the street, everywhere, talking to people inside of all that. There ain't nothing happened. And then as soon as I leave, nigga holler about what they was finna do if they saw me. True. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Anyways, let's continue. But you better be like, I ain't seen you. Them 2 weeks you was here. Boy, them 2 weeks you was here, dog. When I was paying my mama house, you better be like, I ain't see you. All right, okay, yes, sir. All right, yes, sir. All right, man. Yeah, man. Whatever you say, man. Anyways. Commandment number 8, thou shalt not speak with double standards and hypocrisy when it comes to your favorite fighter. You can't make this up. Commandment number 9, thou shalt only have permission to be a fanboy of an old school fighter. This is the only exception. Commandment number 10, thou shalt not race bait to push a personal narrative. Commandment number 11, thou shalt not have a victimhood mentality. That's all these niggas do. They victim. Yeah, man, look how they doing that, dog. Dog, look how they doing that. I'm trying to tell you, dog, they always doing that like this. But yet, these the same niggas holler about they kings and queens and I'm a king and I know I'm a ruler, I'm a prince, I'm this and that. But how you a king and you a victim at the same time? True. You can't make this up. You honestly can't. You can't make this up. Commandment number 12, thou shalt not play the race card when you don't get your way. I think that's self-explanatory. And commandment number 13, thou shalt not make excuses for your favorite fighter if he get his ass whipped. We don't want to hear nothing about that wasn't him. That was a clone. He was eating Mike Tyson edibles. Oh, yeah, man. His baby mama gave him something in the back that made him sleepy. He got a lot he going through. You get what I'm saying? We not doing that. We ain't making no excuses. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Phone lines over 530-494-9636. And I dropped those commandments just to let you know. If you probably want to read them, and you can reconsider whether you want to be over here or not. Coach Malachi don't want everybody over here. We just want people who love the sport of boxing. These are the commandments. I'm dropping them right here. My channel is not meant for everybody. It's not for everybody. I'm telling you. Just letting you know. They go to commandments. Check them out. If it's something that you can rock with, cool. If it's something you can't rock with, you can just easily unsubscribe. Don't watch the content no more. I have no problem with it. I will not miss you. I will replace you. I'm good at what I do. True. Phone lines open.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Phone lines open, man. What y'all, first of all, what y'all think about the commandments? You know what I mean? The commandments is here. You know, they ain't going nowhere. We made these commandments in 2021. Etched in stone. You get what I'm saying? Literally. So, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, what y'all think about that? But then also the Ryan Garcia, Oscar Dela Hoya situation. Oscar Dela Hoya, you know, he don't want to make the fight. You know, he said he don't want to see the Rolly Romero rematch and all that stuff there. And, you know, he said it's because it's boring. That's what Oscar said. He said it's because the first fight was boring. And, you know, I mean, it was boring because he didn't get the outcome he was looking for. Let me show y'all this here. Now, I can't play this because the zone don't play. But I want y'all to hear this. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this or not. Let y'all know if y'all can hear this or not. The zone be tripping. Hey, so they talk about Boots and Virgil, but Nick, they talk about they can fight at the beginning of next year. Why they can't fight this year, bro? Boots ain't doing nothing. Virgil Ortiz ain't doing nothing. Yeah, they can fight. He said we can make that fight at the beginning of next year. What they doing this year? Shout out to the Jab Queen. What are they doing this year? I'm just asking. You know what I mean? I'm just, I ain't got but a GED, but I got a master's degree in common sense. What are they doing this year? This is August. This is August. Let's continue. he's a star. He said like he's a star. He said like hey Keys, but they be killing me, bro. Hey, Oscar Dela Hoya said me. He said he's a star. He said they sound just like my dog Booger Ray. Oscar, I want to show y'all the look on Oscar Dela Hoya's face. This motherfucker. Oh, snake eyes. Oh, snake eyes is what I call them. Oh, snake eyes, bro. I gotta show y'all. I gotta show y'all. Hold on, man. I gotta show y'all. I gotta show y'all at least the picture. I gotta show y'all this look right here. Hold on. Hold on. I just gotta show y'all. I just gotta show y'all the picture right there. I gotta show that to y'all. Now this is, I want y'all to see this shit. I want y'all to see this shit right here, boy. Hold on, cause I gotta pull it up. See, this when you know a nigga lying. When a nigga looking at you like this here, man, that nigga lying. How you know, dog, man? I seen the look in his eye, dog. The nigga lying, dog. Nigga lying, yeah, he lying, dog. Hey, let me tell y'all something. When you talking to a motherfucker, I'm finna put y'all up on some game. When you talking to somebody, and they looking at you like this here, when you talking to somebody and they looking at you like this here, they lying. True. Facts. When you talking to somebody and they looking at you like this here, they lying. Hey, Buck Nasty. But I'm trying to tell you now, if they looking at you like this here, when you asking them a question and they looking at you like this here, that tell you everything you need to know. To this day. Facts. Rick Glazer was supposed to came on at 4 o'clock. He didn't come on, so it is what it is. I really don't know why he didn't come on, but hey, it is what it is. He didn't come on, so I would call him, but if he didn't come on, I'm pretty sure he had a reason not to come. Maybe he was busy. I have no idea, but he was supposed to come on at 4. I didn't put him in the title anyways, but the phone line's open, man. Anybody want to call the show? Y'all call the show, bro. Y'all call the show 530-494-9636. But this doggone, Boots and Virgil, he didn't say it was going to happen. Let's see this one more time. Let's see this part one more time. Because he didn't say it was going to happen. He said that what he said, potentially, yeah, it can happen. Let me see. Let's pull this up. Hold on, let me pull this up. Here you go right here. See, when the motherfucker gonna look like that, that's that basal look right there.
Last week that whoever Boots Ennis fights, there will be an agreement in place for Boots Ennis to fight Virgil Ortiz at the latest February of next year. Do you think that's a reasonable timeline?
It can be, absolutely.
So you already said, he said, it can be. So he's not even saying, so he left himself some wiggle room. Now it can be now. Hold on, the phone line. Who called the show? Let me turn this phone on. Did somebody call? Oh, somebody called earlier at 407. Yeah. Now it can be. It can be next year, early next year. It can be. I don't care why they can't do it this year. Bro, it ain't like Boots and Virgil Ortiz is doing anything. Why they can't fight now? Do you get what I'm saying? Hey, hey, Keith, that's all I'm saying, fam. Keith, that's all I'm saying. Keith, all I'm saying, fam, is all right. I hear. Look, I hear what you're saying, fam. But okay, but why? You know, it can't happen next year. Okay, somebody August, September, October, November, December, January. So we talking about 5, 6 more months, dog. 7, 8 more months, maybe 9. You know, maybe it's almost there. We waiting for it to get. We waiting for it to get big enough. It got to get big enough. I'm like, man, come on, fam.
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fight another ball.
9 years, man, they never fought for a title. Bruh, as a matter of fact, Golden Boy have several fighters that has been over there for about 9 years, haven't fought for a title. Virgil Ortiz, Ryan Garcia. Well, what's the name? Finally fought for a major title. What to do with William Cepeda? He finally lost. Finally, he got a shot. He lost by a landslide. Jaime Munguia, you know, he did his thing, but Jaime Munguia, I think he got a title at the junior middleweight division. He beat Saddam Ali, and then he moved up. He fought Canelo, and then he got knocked out by Bruno Mars' cousin, Bruno Saraki, and then he came back and beat Bruno Saraki, but he was on PEDs. As a matter of fact, what happened with that fight? Bro, what happened with that fight? Do you guys remember the fight with Jaime Munguia when he fought Bruno Saraki, the rematch on the Riyadh season card? Do anybody know what happened? Because Jaime Munguia got popped dirty. Do you know, did they reverse that? Did they turn that fight to a no contest? It's like that disappeared. I just thought about that, fam. Hey, JC, shout out to Miss Connie. JC, what's going on, fam? Hey, what happened with that fight? Harlow Davis in the building. Buck Nasty Jr. is in the building. The lovely Mika. Mika, what's going on, Mika? Master Goku. Hey, shout out to Rick. Rick, what's going on, my brother? Shout out to my main man, Rick. I'm just asking. What happened to we need to look that up. Let's look that up. I wonder what happened to that fight, bro. Let me show y'all this though. Let me show y'all this right quick. Hold on. Let me show y'all this. Y'all bear with me one moment. I want y'all to see this here, bro. Shout out to Casino Like Prez. Now, this is the fight schedule. August 16th. Dillian White, he gonna get knocked out by Moses Itamo. Yeah, he going to sleep. Yeah, he getting knocked. I can damn near promise you that he going to sleep. You know, this fight, yeah, Dillian White going to sleep. Call hold on. They got Nick Ball versus Goodman. Raymond Ford versus Nova. I like that, him and Nova. They fighting on the Riyadh, that's Riyadh season. That's Saturday on the 16th. Okay. That's next weekend. Caller, what's your name? We call it from?
Corey from Texas.
Corey, talk to me.
Is that one you talking about? Is that the one that got Dillian White versus that whatever that undefeated heavyweight female is?
Yep.
Is that same card?
Yep.
That is that same card. Okay. And then there's somebody else on that card that I think that's going to be a good fight because, Dillian White, for the black UK fighters hit between him and Derek Chisora, Dillian White be talking that shit. So it's fun to see him fight.
Yeah, he going to get knocked out. Now, he chinny now. He definitely chinny. He going to get knocked out.
Yeah, I want to see how good this young phenom is. He looks like he's mean and he got some power in him. So, yeah, for sure. But I appreciate the fight call on Saturday, Coach. It was actually more fun than I thought. I joked with somebody. I said, this is one of the ones that wasn't on pay-per-view, and it actually being probably one of the most competitive cards of the summer. I mean,
it was a good card. It was a good card. Listen, I got to give Oscar credit. That card this past weekend was good. It was good. It was.
It was good. Yeah, Regis and what's the name? I was rolling. You did Regis and JoJo, Duarte. who is Duarte going to fight? Well, like, what was the eliminator for? For the WBC or the WBO?
Man, I don't even know, man. I don't even know, man. All I know is, man, the brother. I thought the brother Sims, Kenneth Sims. I didn't know he was that good. He came on, man, and was boxing very, very relaxed and calm. You know what I mean? He was doing his thing in that fight. He was taking some good shots, rolling with some shots. He was landing some combinations. He just ain't had no punching power. And he fought the entire 12 rounds. He did real good. Some people felt like he won that fight. And I had people reach out to me complaining to me about the commentating. And as I said before, these commentators, y'all can't take these dudes serious. Like, these commentators are company men. And their job is to make the public believe what they say instead of believing what your eyes show you. So, the commentators are paid by the promoter. So the commentator is going to be more favorable to Oscar Duarte versus an unknown black fighter by the name of Kenneth Sims, who is not expected to do anything. That's what they're gonna do. That's all the promotional companies, all these commentators, they do that. That's what they do.
Right. And even though it was in Sims' home, but like you said, I think they're trying to set up that Oscar Duarte versus Zepeda, because that'll be a big fight at the Anaheim Center or somewhere in California or some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, good show on the Boxing Commandments, Coach. You know, these motherfuckers be stupid. They want to get themselves locked up. Go ahead and keep flashing guns on camera. They got plenty of room for you. That shit is not working. Trust me. I'm listening, Coach. I appreciate you, bro.
All right, salute, man. Yeah, it ain't working. It ain't working. No, it ain't working. Yeah, it ain't working. But I'm tired of it. Listen. One thing about the jailhouse, it don't get full. It don't get too full. You never listen. It ain't jail ain't like a hotel. You know how you go to the hotel and you try to book a room, and the lady at the front desk, she may say, "Man, I'm sorry, sir, we all sold out. Our rooms are booked up. We have no more room." And you leave, you might be at the Holiday Inn. You don't never go to Holiday Inn. Holiday Inn is nothing but a death trap. You know, that's where all the hood niggas be at. Never go to a Holiday Inn. But however, you leave the Holiday Inn, but let me go to the Ramada Inn. Sorry, sir, it's booked here. We don't have enough room. You may go to the JW, the W, if you can afford it. You know what I mean? I've been to the W, it's very, very nice. You may go to the W if you can afford it. You're sorry, so it's booked up. See, jail, you never seen jail turn people around. You never see the motherfucker go to jail and they be like, well, you know what, sir, no, you're trying to check in, come to jail right now. But right now we don't have enough beds. So what we're gonna do, just come back later and give us a call, maybe book another appointment, come back later and we'll find out, see if we have some more vacancies. No, when you get there, guess what? They got plenty of room for you. True. Yeah, facts. You ain't got to worry. You don't have to worry about that. And I've been to jail quite a few times. I'm telling you, there has not been one time where I went where they said, "Well, you know what, dog? Yeah, man. You know what, man. You know what? Yeah, Mr. Williams. You kind of it's kind of packed right now. You know, we kind of overcapacitated right now. So what you got to do? What you got to do now? Just come back. Just come back later. Come back later, and we'll let you know we got some open for you. True. Doesn't work that way. Anyway, let's continue. Now, let's go over here. Let's see. Now, I do want to see this Raymond Ford versus Nova. Raymond Ford and Nova, yeah, I want to see that. Shout out to Curtis Robinson. All right, we got this. So this what's going on. Dela versus Ergovich. All right, this dude right here, okay, what is it? What kind of belt this is? Got a white dude on it. So what is this? This a British belt? Oh, nationality, Great Britain. Yep, I knew it. Yeah, I don't know anything about this guy right here. I don't know if he's good or bad. I don't know, but I need to do some research on him. They got to do something. About them belts over there in Britain, dog. They got some ugly ass belts. They got this belt ugly, then they got another belt that got the rainbow colors. I'm like, fam, y'all got to step y'all. Now, I will say that now, y'all do got the talent. Over there in the Great Britain, they got the talent. Y'all got the fighters. I give y'all that. Now y'all got the definitely, well, especially the heavyweights. Y'all got the heavyweights. But yeah, man. But them belts, we got to do something better. We got to do something better. We got to do something about them belts, fam. You get what I'm saying? So it's the belts for me. Anyway, let's see now. The British title is on the line. Rafferty. I'm trying to show y'all this. Y'all see that this is a Riyadh season card. That's in Saudi Arabia. What's going on over here in America? Okay, who this is? Okay, August 24, we got Rivera versus Cordova in Orlando. This are all Puerto Rican card. All Puerto Ricans. Because, you know, it ain't nothing but Puerto Ricans in Orlando. Well, that's not true. But there's a big Puerto Rican population in Orlando. Okay, now I like this here. Steve Claggett versus Jermaine Ortiz. Then we got Rivera versus Cordova. You know what? I might go to this fight. You know what? Orlando right down the street. I might go to this fight right here. Yeah. They fighting at the Caribbean Royale. The same spot Edgar Berlanga fight at. The Caribbean Royale hold about 500-600 people. True. Of course, I'm being facetious about that, but meaning it ain't a lot of people that's there. The Caribbean Royale hold about, you know, about 800-900, you know, on a good day, you know what I mean, on an average, you know what I mean? You know, Edgar Berlanga, this Edgar Berlanga's second home right here. You know what I mean? So, cash cow, so to speak. All right, so we got Iglesias versus Shishikin. All right. We got Colin versus Bateson. Who is this? WBC International Featherweight title. All right, I like this thumbnail. Right here, okay. September the 6th, Nunez versus Diaz. All right. What that's that? That's in New York. They say that's in New York. I gotta see who putting these fights on. Who putting these fights on? Who the promoter for these fights? I don't know who the promoter is for this. I gotta find out. Boy, let me tell you something, boy. The American promoters ain't able to put together no big fights right now, bro. Y'all see how dead it is over here in America? IBF welterweight top champion, Crocker versus Donovan. And then, of course, the fight everybody waiting on, September the 13th, Canelo versus Crawford. That's the fight everybody waiting on. And then the next day, you got a New Wave versus Akhmadaliev. Lord have mercy. Boy, I'm looking forward to this fight. Boy, this is what I'm talking about. I'm looking forward to both of these fights. I plan on being in Vegas in September for this fight. Plan on being there. A New Wave versus Akhmadaliev. Lord have mercy. Boy, I'm talking about, boy, back-to-back good fights. Man, boy, you know what I'm saying? Shit, nigga, please. This is the fight I'm talking about, too. Got both of these coming up. We ain't got nothing. We don't have nothing coming up big in America. You know, we got Chitlin Circuit. We got Chitlin Circuit fights. You know, Chitlin Circuit. We on the Chitlin Circuit with some of these fights. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Ain't nothing wrong with chitlins. I mean, I don't eat them myself, but you know, if you like chitlins, ain't nothing wrong with it, I guess. You know, teach his own. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? They ain't got that Turk Island sheep money, man. Like again, like the PBC top rank, Golden Boy, they're going to come together. They're going to come together. They're going to have to. They got to come together and put all their coins together. Put their money together. I think if the three entities can work together, well, Golden Boy I think Golden Boy, they good. They with the zone, but I don't know what their budget looks like. I doubt they have a huge budget. So, but yet and still, I think between Top Rank don't have a network anymore. PBC is working on a fight-by-fight basis with Amazon. Top Rank look like they may be going towards something of that model. If they want to try to save costs and not go all in on trying to put together a big fight, I think what they're going to have to do, Al Heyman, Bob Arum, Oscar De La Hoya, all three of them going to have to work together, bro. To this day. All three of them got to work together. Facts. Hey, what you say? Oh, my main man hit me up. He said that's a Jake Paul show in Orlando. Oh, okay. Jake, shout out to my dog. Shout out to my dog. My dog from Philly, boy. Oh, that's my nigga there, boy. Hold on, let me see what's up. So he say this the Jake the Snake, but this the Jake the Snake card right here. Oh, MVP. Oh, this said MVP on the flyer. Yeah, I'm going to this, dog. Yeah. I'm going to this. Yes, I will be going to this fight right here. Boy, listen, now I done been to Jake Paul fights before. They be packed. Jake the Snake Paul is throwing this fight right here. I have to support the fellow Capricorn. He's a Capricorn just like me. We born the same day. Same day as Muhammad Ali and everything, right? Listen, I will be at this fight. You can catch me at this fight right here in the O. And I will be at the Crawford-Canelo fight in Vegas. Catch me there too. But right here in the O, I got to go to this fight right here. You get what I'm saying? This is an all Puerto Rican card. All Puerto Ricans. You get what I'm saying? This is an all Puerto Rican card. You get what I'm saying? Ricans. All Puerto Rican card right there. Facts. You dig? Just want to throw that out there. Just want to throw that out there. All Puerto Rican. That's an all Puerto Rican card. Matter of fact, let's pull that. What are Ricans at? What my Puerto Ricans at? Where are my Puerto Ricans? Y'all know, y'all listen, y'all know I rock some Puerto Ricans now. I rock some Puerto Ricans heavy. You get what I'm saying? Heavy. You know what I mean? I got, listen, I ain't never had no issues with Puerto Ricans. Never. You get what I'm saying? Puerto Ricans do I know for pulling out switchblades and stuff like that. They known for doing that now. They known for doing that. But anyway, matter of fact, Ricans. All Puerto Rican card. You know what I mean? I'm gonna feel like I'm in Puerto Rico. That's the closest thing I'm gonna get to, you know what I mean? In America, anyways. If you want to listen, the closest thing you're gonna get to Puerto Rico in America, probably New York. Probably New York. New York and in Orlando. New York and Orlando. We got a lot of Puerto Ricans in Tampa too, though. But we got a lot of Puerto Ricans and Cubans there. Especially a lot of we deep with Cubans. Deep with Cubans. You get what I'm saying? We deep.
Like a Spanish, like a Puerto Rican in this hair. I felt Puerto Rican. Y'all know I love me some Puerto Rican. I felt Puerto Rican in this. Rican. I felt like a Spanish, like a Puerto Rican in this hair. I felt Puerto Rican. Y'all know I love me some Puerto Rican. I felt Puerto Rican in this. Rican.
You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you feel me? If you want to feel Puerto Rican, go to New York or come to Orlando, and you can feel Puerto Rican for a day. When you listen, be Puerto Rican for a day. Come to Orlando or New York and Carla, hold on. And for a small fee of $300 at your local bodega, you too would be allowed to be Puerto Rican for a day. We gonna be Puerto Rican. Make sure you go to the bodega, get them $300 now. Just for a day now. You can have your Puerto Rican citizenship for 24 hours. That's it. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
Puerto Rican in the house, baby. Hey, Coach.
Yes, sir.
What's up with Rick Glazier, man? Is he talking the phone line or something? What happened to the man?
I spoke.
I'm looking forward to hearing him, man.
I spoke to him earlier. He said that I told him to ask him to come on at 4:00. He said, yeah, cool, no problem. I sent him the link and he ain't clicked it. So
Damn, man. All right, I was looking forward to hearing him, man. All right, it's all good. I hope he's all right. Salute to Rick Glazier. Oscar's full of shit. I feel that he's scared for his fighters to, take an L. Coach, I didn't know that Virgil Ortiz been a pro for 9 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Him and Ryan Garcia.
Bro. Yeah. Oh, right, bro. Man, nothing to show for, bro. I don't know what the hell they're waiting for, man. I guess Ortiz don't like top competition. You the fighter. Tell Oscar who you want to fight. That's how Oscar did it, Coach, when he was our top rank. We know that. He got all the fighters, man. He got all the top dogs, bro, back in the day. Now that he's a promoter, he doesn't think the same. He's scared to make these fights, man.
But see that's the thing though. Like Oscar De La Hoya as a promoter is the total opposite of what he was when he was a fighter. He's the total opposite.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Weird, bro. But anyways, oh yeah, Saturday. It was a good card, you know. The JoJo fight was fire. Sims, you know, I never seen him before. I think he looked good, and you know, taking that L. But I feel that he's only gonna learn, you know, from this loss and get better, you know. And another thing, hey coach, I remember when you came up with the commandments, we had a lot of fun that night, bro. I was there, you know. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. The crazy thing for me is that, you know, we have these fanboys arguing with strangers for 10, 12 hours in the live, you know, daily.
No shame.
And the fighters don't even know, bro. The fighters say Cap 4 coach, they don't even know what the fuck you look like. And like you say, he's a grown man, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But hey, man, this is where boxing is out today, man. Man, I just want to see the fight, man. I don't give a fuck who fights. Look, if we get Rolly and Ryan Garcia again, fuck it. I'll watch it, you know. But Oscar says it was boring, man. That's because your fighter took an L, bro. That's why, you know. But that's all I got, coach. Respect from New York, man.
That's Lou, fam. Hey, y'all check this out. My main man. Hold on. All right, hold on. I gotta make sure I don't forget this. I just got to receive the text message. Yeah, my main man, Casino Light Prez. Oh, what you say? Okay, yeah, for sure. All right, for sure. Yeah. I'm going to that card. I'm going. I will be in Orlando. Should I be in Orlando anyways? You know, I was just in Orlando last week, so I'm always in Orlando. Matter of fact, finna go back to Orlando today. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, so yeah, you know, Orlando like a second home. You know, lives for me. I got a lot of family. I got family in a town called Eatonville. If you look up, there's a little town called Eatonville, Florida. That's EATON. Eatonville, VILLE, Florida. It's the oldest black city in America. It's the oldest black city in America is a town called Eatonville, Florida. It's right in Orlando, in Orange County. Anyways, so it is what it is. Now y'all check this out. My main man Casino sent me something, right? It's funny. I don't know why he sent me this, but guess what? It's about checking in. Let's go.
Embarrassing. What's the worst shit you've heard from the OGs are embarrassing? What's the worst shit you've heard from the OGs that make you say, God, real? You ain't got to name no names.
About the reason why you got to check in. Nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. Not checking in with none of you niggas that ain't checked for me or checked on me or gave me an opportunity to check in with you when I wasn't nobody trying to come up. You gonna tell me you gonna wait till I get the biggest? I'm just out here trying to eat with my shoulder. You wanna kill me? And you never checked on me when I was going through the shit in the trenches, nigga. Now I gotta check in with you because you gangster in your hood, but yet let a white motherfucker wanna come in here and change this whole projects and turn it into something with a Jewish owner, and they wanna break it down and move these people. Y'all wanna put a bullet in his head. And let me go over here to motherfucking Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles or wanna go to Nip Brothers spot and grab me a quick burger because I wanna support a black business, or I wanna get a fat burger because Ice Cube said on Today Is a Good Day, I fucked around and got the fat burger, homie. Now I want to get that. Now I got to watch my back because I didn't check in with your bitch ass. I don't even fucking know you. But you do got to be wise. I'm not saying we on some tough shit where we're going to go stomp on your land. No, we want to tap in with you. Right. The KKK don't even do that to their own people. They was one of the biggest gangsters. Private meetings. They was never on social media. My white homie, he not in the Klan, but I bet he could walk all through Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee, and Louisiana if he want to, and nothing happened to him. They're not going to tell him to check in with the Klan. He's good. All them gangster motherfuckers in the Klan, they ain't doing podcasts. That's why you don't know who they are.
The OGs are embarrassing. What's the...
Gotta check in, man. You gotta check in. As I said. Let's see what the people got to say. Let's see what the people got to say in the chat over here. I want to see what the people got to say right here. Let's see what's up. Let me read more comments. I love the comment section. I love the comment section. I want to see what the people got to say in the comment section. Let's blow this up. This guy say, we don't check in, we tap in. With only real ones, the solid brothers in the community. If y'all that tough, go do that to the white man or the Jew, then I'll believe you. Until then, I'm coming to a hood near you, free scale. Now, this is the only problem with this. In those neighborhoods, you have that element there. So, by him saying this, you're not going to be able to go to that neighborhood with them dudes seeing you got a video saying they ain't checking in because they're going to press him. Now, they're not going to press the white folks or nothing like that. They're not going to do that. But they're going to press him for the simple fact that they want to try to make a point or an example. That, I mean, it's messed up, but that's the reality of the situation. This guy say too real. This person say nigga don't want you to check in. They want to extort you because you got money now. Facts. Niggas is so ignorant. This guy say dropping game on God. This guy say as an OG, I subscribe to the concept of link up as opposed to check in. I agree with you 100%. Tap in and check in is two different things. Facts. Tapping in and checking in is two different things. That's what you got to know. Shout out to what did it say? Siri the Kid or something like that. This guy say it's just extortion and a slave mentality that devalues black life. This person say the whole check-in issue is dumb. Nobody tells Billy Joel or the Rolling Stones to check in. We are our own worst enemy. This guy said this is probably why when people get money, they leave the hood instead of trying to reinvest to improve the hood. There's some truth to that. True. Yeah. There's definitely some truth to that. There's definitely some truth to that. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm just there is some truth to that. That's probably why motherfuckers get money. They like, man, they leave. That's why, like, everybody I know who get money, they leave. You saw what happened. Nipsey Hussle is a perfect example. Bro, when I saw what happened to Nip in his neighborhood, in his community, where he's buying property, giving his people in that community jobs. When I saw what happened to him right there, that told me everything. True. That told me everything I needed to know. Right there. Young Dolph. His neighborhood. Yeah, he was beefing online and people tried to murk him and stuff like that. At a cookie store. In his marked vehicle, a vehicle that everybody know he got camouflage Corvette. Murked. Now we know what happened with that. Yo Gotti brother, Big Jook, put the head, murked him. Had a murk. We know what happened with the court states. The dudes. They took that man life for nothing. I'm saying the dudes who did it, they did it for nothing. You threw your whole life away. That's called crashing out. You crashed out for nothing. You took the guy. See, that's the thing that get me with the hood stuff. The dude that come up in the hood that can help everybody, y'all take him out. The dude that can help everybody, he the one that made it and came up. Y'all off him. God bless you to have one come up from amongst your midst to give hope to the community, to provide jobs, to help you. And in every city you go in, there's a Dolph, there's a Nipsey that this is happening to. Every city you go in. Like, make it make sense. This is why when people come up, they leave. MB813 said, yeah, not to mention his own squad did it. Yeah, facts. This is why when people come up, they leave. Oh man, they don't want to come around to be around us no more. He too good for us. Yes. This is why. Come around and hang around you for what? You ain't got nothing going on. What you gonna do? Do the same thing to him that you did to Nipsey and Dolph and all them other dudes? P&B Rock? Nigga can't go to the restaurant and eat. I gotta lose with my girl. I gotta lose my life because a nigga want to take my chain. Which he should have gave it up. I advise anybody. Somebody robbing you, they got the ups on you, brand fam. Your life is more precious than anything material. Give it to them. You can replace that material stuff. You can't replace your life. But you get what I'm saying though. That's who you checking in with. You're gonna check in with the same dudes who gonna off you. One of my favorite rappers, one of my favorite rappers was Takeoff of the Migos. I don't know what happened with that situation. Shakur Stevenson was there and Jay Prince's son and all that. All them guys was there. But the end result is that man lost his life. Because of something that happened that led up to that. I don't even know. Pretty sure he checked in. He checked in and still lost his life over an unfortunate situation. But the reality of the situation is he's gone. He ain't coming back. So let's see this brother one more time. Because I'm glad the casino sent me this.
The worst shit you've heard from the OGs that make you say, God, man, real? You ain't got to name no names.
About the reasons why you got to check in. Nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. Not checking in with none of you niggas that ain't checked for me or checked on me or gave me an opportunity to check in with you when I wasn't nobody trying to come up. You gonna tell me you gonna wait till I get the biggest? I'm just out here trying to eat with my shoulder. You wanna kill me? And you never checked on me when I was going through the shit in the trenches, nigga. Now I gotta check in with you because you gangster in your hood, but yet let a white motherfucker wanna come in here and change this whole project.
Bruh, the white man or the developers of the city of Tampa have came to my neighborhood of West Tampa, Florida, and gentrified everything. Bro, we got white people walking down Main Street. If you ever been to Tampa, Main Street was the spot. That's the main street. It's the main street that run through West Tampa. Housing projects, North Boulevard homes, right? Where I'm from. They don't came through there, knocked down the projects, rebuilt some condos for low income housing. Got a Publix they just built right there on the Publix they built right there on the corner of Main and Boulevard. They got a hotel they finna put right across the street what the side of the projects where I used to live at, right next to the 275. They finna put a hotel right there. They don't revitalize that whole area. You got waterworks and all of that there, right? Guess what? They didn't check in with nobody. True. The white folks took them dudes, took that all the people who lived over there. Say, look, we finna tear these projects down. Y'all got to leave. We gonna send y'all over to the north side. You can go to North Tampa, whatever, but y'all got to leave. They didn't ask nobody for permission. They didn't say, yeah, dog, look here, dog. We got to check in with your dog. We just got to make. They didn't get in contact with no big U, no big O. Oh, shout out to RIP to Big O. My homeboy Big O just passed away. I ain't, RIP to Big O. No big T's, no big W's, no big J's, none of that. They say, look, we finna come over here, tear this shit down. You niggas finna move. We gonna rebuild it, put something else there. We finna have some white folks move here because the white folks need to be close to the city of Tampa. We finna move y'all out north. And guess what? We ain't checking in with nobody. True. Let's continue.
And turn it into something with a Jewish owner, and they want to break it down And Moody's people, y'all want to put a bullet in his head. And let me go over here to motherfucking Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles or want to go to Nip Brothers spot and grab me a quick burger because I want to support a black business, or I want to get a fat burger because Ice Cube said on Today Is a Good Day, I fucked around and got the fat burger, homie. Now I want to get that. Now I got to watch my back because I didn't check in with your bitch ass. I don't even fucking know you.
Bro, every city I go in, facts, every city I go in, they're gentrifying. Whether it's LA, whether it's Atlanta, whether it's Miami, whether it's Tampa, whether it's Houston, whether it's Dallas. I haven't been to the hoods in Vegas, but pretty sure they might be doing it in Vegas. I don't know. I haven't been around all through Vegas. I just been on the strip and the hotels and stuff. But I'm pretty sure they got this going on in every major city. The developers ain't checking in with no goddamn body. The developers check in with the mayor of the city. They check in with the mayor. Hey, yeah, mayor, look, man, look, man, this a low income area. This crime low is real low. But guess what? It's very, very important land. Why is this land so important in the inner city? Because if you go to any major city in America, anywhere there's a skyline, they are gentrifying. The skyline near downtown, the skyline downtown, anywhere there's a skyline, that's where they taking that area back. See, back in the day, the white folks used to live in the inner cities. It was all white. And the black folks couldn't live in those areas. So what happened was when the black folks started moving into the inner cities, where the white folks was at, they developed suburbs. So they moved out of the cities. Now remember, everything happens near downtown. A lot of people live out. A lot of people live in the suburbs, and they got to travel and go inside of the city every day to go to work. So they took the best part of that was very convenient of the land, put low income housing there. The white folks moved to the suburbs. Now the white folks like, damn, I'm still coming in town to drive in town, to go to work downtown. Shit, man, I think we made a mistake and left. Yeah, y'all should have left, dog. We need to come back. How we gonna get back? Okay, let's raise property value in these areas. It's a high crime rate area. Let's go talk to the mayor. Say, look, mayor, look, we got a lot going on. We got a 25-year plan, what we want to do to change the district in this area to make it more of a tourist attraction or money-making attraction. That's what we need to do. Right here, we right by the intercoastal. We right by the skyline. This would be perfect for everybody. Everything is right here. One central hub. The low-income people, they ain't doing that over here. We want to re-gentrify all of this here. Okay, no problem. What you gonna do with the housing project? Don't worry about that. We finna tear them down and we finna relocate these people. We gonna get y'all the land back. Because when I was over there, we didn't buy any of the property. We didn't buy the land like we were supposed to. We was out there hustling, selling dope. We didn't buy the land like Foster told us to do. Mr. Foster, who owns Foster's Barbershop. R.I.P. to him. I'm just saying that's going on everywhere. And guess what? They didn't check in. No. True. They didn't check in. Hey, shout out to Cole. Hey, Cole, they didn't check in. Keith, what you say, Keith? You say that's exactly what they did to downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Anywhere there's a skyline, they gentrifying that area. Anywhere there's a skyline. And guess what? Any city, if you live in Chicago, I want you to look up what are the original neighborhoods in the city. Any city that you go in, they have the original neighborhoods before all the other neighborhoods came about. The main original neighborhoods. In the city of Tampa, the original neighborhoods were this: Ybor City, West Tampa, Tampa Heights, Hyde Park, Seminole Heights. Those are the 5 original neighborhoods that made up the city of Tampa. West Tampa, Ybor City, Tampa Heights, Seminole Heights, Hyde Park. I have the history of my city. I got a book right over there. Those are the 5 original cities, neighborhoods. Every city has their original. I don't know in LA what were the original neighborhoods that made LA, LA. I don't know. I don't know what were the original neighborhoods that made Chicago, Chicago. You know, I'm pretty sure if you do some research, you'll know. I don't know. What made New York, New York, or Atlanta, Atlanta. I don't know. I haven't done the research on that. But every city, like if you look at the beginning of that city's history or whatever, they have the original neighborhoods. Any city you go in, you have original neighborhoods. He said every city got an MLK. This before MLK. MLK came about in the 90s. Martin Luther King Boulevard, did that come about in the 90s? I want to say early 90s, late 80s. This before MLK. MLK was still alive. I'm talking about every city have their original neighborhoods. You have to talk to somebody that's older in your city, someone that's in their 70s and 80s, they may know. They'll probably tell you, yeah, this or you may have to get within. You can look up the city records in your city. You can look up the city records and find out online what were the original neighborhoods of the city. Like in my city, right? Like y'all, you talking about MLK. MLK used to be Buffalo Avenue. Buffalo. It used to be Buffalo. Matter of fact, they changed it to MLK. I want to say the early 90s. I just thought about it. I think that was the early 90s when they changed it from Buffalo to MLK official. I'm talking about like maybe 92, 93, around that time. If my memory serves me correct. I'll call him. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Rod, Texas.
Rod, talk to me.
Interesting topic, man. Interesting topic. I like it though.
Yes, sir. You know, we keep it interesting over here. That's because I really don't know what I'm gonna say. So
yeah, I'll give you a little ground report with like down in my neck of the woods in Texas. Is like it's exactly what's going on, man. I live in between San Antonio and Austin, more closer to Austin, but Austin is a beautiful city, man, and that it got gentrified like crazy. The east side was always predominantly black, and what they did was they raised the property tax, pushed everybody out. But it's all part of the plan because they wait for the property value to drop all the way down and then start raising up the taxes. So now they drove everybody out. There's all these fancy condos, and it's why I don't like neither side of the politics, man, when it comes to liberals and conservatives, because conservatives are supposed to be the ones that love everybody. I mean, liberals. But when you go down to a liberal city like Austin, they have these like murals with the black neighborhoods, kind of like a tribute to, and like it's a shame what happened. How they pushed them all out. But at the same time, when you go there, you don't feel welcome. You get weird looks because it's so bougie now, you know. So it's like, and they pushed all the Hispanics out. They're doing the same thing in San Antonio and Dallas and Houston. So it's all part of the cycle, man. I think what's going to happen is going to be the flyover states next, like Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, that have all this real nice country land.
Yeah.
That's going to be the next area to get hit. But here it got hit really bad because Elon Musk came down here. He told the whole tech people to come down here from California. They all followed. And, yeah, it's a mess, man. But now this is why Americans are now trying to work remote and trying to move to other countries, you know, and I don't blame them. Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, safe parts of Mexico. And even in Mexico, it's causing disruption where they're trying to deport people because it's causing inflation down there because so many Americans are moving down there now because it's so expensive. It's a mess, bro. That's just all I got to say.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, I told y'all, this thing is about, like, people, like, it's an ism, but it's not racism. People get, oh, it's racism, this and that. Everything ain't racism, bro. Like, you just can't paint everything with the racism brush. Like, it's an ism, but it's not racism. It's classism. It's capitalism. It's capitalism and classism. So, you know, it's about the have and the have-nots. Whether you a Hispanic that have it and don't have it, or you are black that have it and don't have it, or you are white that don't have it and don't have it. If you are not in a certain tax bracket and you can't afford, the key word is afford, to live in a certain area, you're not going to be able to live there. You're not going to be able to pay rent because you can't afford it, but you're a certain complexion that you can stay there. They're going to work with you. No, it doesn't work that way. People don't care nothing about that. It's about the haves and the have-not. It's classism. These people are in a certain class. They are a part of a certain socioeconomic class in society. They can afford to live here because of their social status in society. And because of your social status in society is on a lower level, you can't afford to live here. So you have no power. So the people who have the power can move you where they want to move you. Because you are a powerless group of people. That's the reality of the situation. Like he talked about politics. I don't talk about politics at all because, people like to, yell, scream, whatever the case may be, and all that stuff there. Yell, scream, whatever the case may be, they like to do all of that. But I told y'all, there's no difference between the Democrats and the Republicans. They're on the same team. They're controlled by the same group of lobbyists. They're controlled by the same group of NGOs. The politician is nothing. He's just the face. He's not the one that has the power. He is the one who works for the people who have the power. That's why it don't matter who you vote for. Well, I guess it do matter in a sense, but however, it's all about the policies. The guy who is in office, whether he's the mayor, the governor, the president, or the senator, or the House of Representatives, or the county commissioner, they're going to do what those who are in power tell them to do. That's how this works. I'm just saying, that's how it works. You can take it or leave it alone. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what up, Coach? It's Freddie from East Oakland.
Freddie from Oakland, talk to me.
Yes, man. Hey, okay, I heard you talking about how folks got to check in when they go to like a different city. But see, that'd be kind of like petty. One thing about Oakland, right? We don't trip off that. Everybody is welcome. You know what I mean? Then, and one thing about Oakland too, there's no Crips and Bloods in Oakland.
Yeah.
But
that is true.
Their turf.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard Oakland. Oakland didn't do that.
Yeah. But like Oakland is a major city, but everybody is welcome to Oakland, man. As long as you act right, everything's good. That's all I gotta say, brother.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, I agree. Hold on. Yeah, I agree. You got to act right. See, that's another thing, right? Conduct. Your conduct is very important, right? You have to act accordingly no matter where you go at. You don't have to go to and I tell people this time and time again. You don't have to go any city that you go to have what you call the criminal element. Let's address that. Any city that you go to have something have what you call the criminal element. No matter what city you go in, you have that. The criminal element is going to be in the poor, low-income communities. That's any city around the world. Whether you are in a city in China, whether you are in any city in Japan, whether you are in any city in London, in the UK, whether you are in any city in France, doesn't matter. Any city around the world, any country around the world. You get what I'm saying? Have cities that have a criminal element. Anywhere there's low income, that's where it's going to be at. So, and you have to act accordingly. You don't have to go to another state or another city. Yeah, man, I got to know how to act. No, you got to know how to act in your city. I can tell you one thing. In this city that I'm in Tampa, it's certain neighborhoods that you go in. You got some dudes that's on demon time. They call them YNs. The YNs are everywhere. They're in Houston. They're in Dallas. They're in Baltimore. They're in DC. They're in Miami. They're in Atlanta. They're in Chicago. The YNs don't care nothing about nothing or nobody. They don't care nothing about no big U's, little H's, big Tonys, none of that. The YNs are like locusts, the locusts of society. Do you want to know what a locust is? Let's look up a locust. Let's look this up. Just want to give you the textbook definition of what a locust is. Let's see. We got a Wikipedia right here. Let's go right here. Let me show y'all what locust is, so you can draw a comparison to what I'm talking about. This is a locust right here. Some people may look at it and say it's like a grasshopper. They are a grasshopper, so to speak. This article, okay, it says locusts derived from Latin, yada yada yada, right? Are various species of short-horn grasshoppers in the family of Aristidea, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce that shit. And that have a swarming phase. These insects are usually solitary. Sorry about that, solitary. But under certain circumstances, they can become more abundant and change their behavior and habits, becoming gregarious. Non-taxonomic distinction is made between locusts and grasshopper species. The basis for this definition is whether the species forms swarms under intermediately suitable conditions. This has evolved independently in multiple lineages, right? Comprising at least of 18 genera and 5 different subfamilies. So what is the definition? What is the definition of a locust? Let's break this down. Let's look up a locust behavior. That's what I need to do. I don't need to hear all that. What is the behavior of a locust? What is the behavior of a locust? I think that's better. Let's go right here. Here goes ChatGPT. Here go AI. This is the behavior of, I'm trying to paint a picture for you. Locusts exhibit 2 distinct behavior phases. A solitary phase, where they behave like typical grasshoppers, and a gregarious phase where they form large migratory swarms. The transition between these phases is triggered by increased population density, leading to a psychological, a physiological and behavioral transformation. In this phase, locusts are generally shy, cryptic, and avoid contact with each other. Now this is the solitary phase. In the gregarious phase, they form swarms. When population density increases, locusts experience a phase shift, becoming gregarious. Increased physical contact, often due to crowding, triggers the release of serotonin in their nervous system. This triggers a cascade of changes. They become more active, develop stronger wings, change color, often to bright yellow and black, and often become highly attracted to each other. They form massive, coordinated swarms that can travel long distances, consuming vegetation and crops in their path. Let's stop right there. Locusts, when they are in what they call it, a gregarious phase, like human locusts, they form massive, big crowds, coordinated swarms. They coordinate to commit crimes, destroy property, tear everything up in their path, and even unalive people, destroy property. They can travel long distances, and what do? They consume vegetation, meaning destroy property, and crops in their path. If you get caught in the swarm of locusts in your city, better known as YNs, look out.
True.
Those are the facts. You have what I call human locusts. Human locusts. You get what I'm saying? They destroy everything. Even you. They don't care whether you are from out of town or you are from in town. It doesn't matter. Just want to throw that out there. You ain't got to be from out of town to have locusts tear you apart. Look at your local news and look at the local crime rate in your city. They do it to each other. You get what I'm saying? Innocent people. Property. They'll go downtown and destroy the downtown. Raid stores. Destroy everything. They'll come to your city and destroy the city. Burn down buildings. Vandalize properties. Those are human locusts. Do you get what I'm saying? Shout out to CJ from the 504. He said, you have successfully described a ninja. Locusts are grasshoppers who, when they are in the gregarious phase, they come together in swarms and they destroy property and vegetation. That's pretty much what a locust is. Now take the definition of a locust and apply that to a human being. When that human being is in the locust phase and he becomes gregarious and they form swarms of crowds and they destroy vegetation and property and people, when that human being does that, that is the definition of a human locust. That's a term that I've come up with.
True.
You know what I mean? Somebody say, what is a lotus? No, we're talking about locusts, man. We're talking about a locust. Yeah, man, it is what it is. Hey, shout out to Dr. Mario. Shout out to Keith's Bulldog. Hey, shout out to the lovely Miss Black Panther. I didn't know you was here. Harlow Davis is in the building. Harlow Davis is in the building. These are the people who you have to check in with, depending on what city you go to. You might have to check in with your local locust. If you're in the inner city and you in the streets and you are about that life, more than likely you will probably be checking in to your local city if you're about that life. Your local city representative. He may be the king of the locusts. I don't know. Maybe you need to do that in order to make sure that the locust protectors will protect you from the locust. You may come in the city, hey man, look here, man, we got these locusts out here now. You come in and, you got money, you're doing good. We ain't got no money, we ain't doing good, so, you don't come in and check in with us now. The white folks are gentrifying our neighborhood. We ain't make them check in, but that's okay. But you come in now, if you want to hang out, you want to wear your jewelry like my main man, Mob Ties Tate said. Now, Mob Ties Tate was right about that. He was right about that now. If you want to come in, like you see with Stephen Jackson, he checked in at O Block. What did he have on? He had his jewelry on. Stephen Jackson had his jewelry on, wearing his ice. He was a lot. Now, why did he go there? I have no idea. But that's neither here nor there. But in order for him to be able to hang out in the projects in a high crime rated area, in order for him to be able to do that, he had to check in with the locusts of that community. And they allowed him to wear his jewelry in the projects without getting robbed.
True.
I'm pretty sure he had to pay them some money. Pretty sure of that. I'm pretty sure he went over there and paid him some money just, you know what I mean? No, y'all, he go a couple $, dog. I got you, dog. Make sure everybody's straight. You get what I'm saying? Pretty sure he did that. You know, because, you know, you get what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's what I call it, locusts. I'm like, these niggas is locusts. IBS said he definitely donated to the clubhouse. Hey, IBS said he definitely donated. Hey, CJ, check this out. You see how good I broke that down? Hey, CJ. Where's CJ at? From the 504. You see how I broke that down? See, when you break, see, you know, I never look. See, me, I'm the type of person, I like to look at things from a different perspective. I am the different perspective guy. I like to look at things from a different perspective. Yeah, I hear what you're saying over here. I'm very objective. I'm not a sheep at all. I'm very objective. I'm like, I have what you call critical thinking skills. Critical thinking skills are affiliated with people who have high IQs and are very intelligent. Not gonna be yelling and screaming about shit that ain't worth yelling and screaming about. That's why I don't yell and scream about certain fighters and this and that and who got what money and all that stuff there. And like, dude, I have critical thinking skills. I'm above that. I entertain it to laugh, because I do like to laugh. I entertain it to laugh and kiki and stuff like that, but I'm just saying it just ain't making no sense to me. I'm a grown-ass man. Grown. Been on my own since I was 18. Ran away from home when I was 16. Lived with my homeboy in the projects. I ran away to go live with my cousin and my homeboy in the projects. Literally, College Hill. Ran to the projects. Dumb shit. Shout out to Ronald Finkley, man, dropping that $1 super sticker. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Big Ron. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So, locusts. You know, when I was young, and dudes around my age, we were young locusts. You know, we did what locusts do. Not to this degree what these niggas is doing now, but did you get what I'm saying? We would have been the YNs of that time. Young niggas. The YNs. The locusts. You see a YN? You see nothing but death and destruction. There's nothing good that comes from a YN. Once a young person becomes the YN, there's death and destruction. That's it. Death, destruction. No, it's I call it the 3 Ds. Death, destruction, and dysfunction. True. Let's write that down. What's the definition of a YN? Death, destruction, and dysfunction. That's who you checking in. That's who you checking in to. Just want to throw that out there. He said, what about the OGs? Oh, the OGs is old fools. The OGs are old fools. Not all of them. See, the OG used to be a term of endearment. An OG used to be the older guy who was wise, who gave the young niggas game. If you look at the OGs that they show online in today's time, they show all the fools. You're going to see the old niggas who yelling and screaming and threatening each other and being disrespectful and talk about people who passed away and just ignorant. I'm talking about today's OGs. OG used to be a term of endearment. It ain't any term of endearment anymore. They old fools. So you got the YNs and the old fools. So OG equals old fool. That's it. They was the locusts of yesterday. A lot of them haven't evolved. They still on some old nigga shit. Some of them you probably can catch at your local liquor store. Some of them will be giving you wrong advice. I mean, again, listen, I call it how I see it, fam. I'm not here to sugarcoat nothing. Let's give everybody a round of applause. I'm not here to sugarcoat it. I'm not here to sugarcoat it. I'm here to call it the way I see it. You got old niggas online in boxing talking about, when I see the nigga, I'm gonna do A, B, C, and D. Don't get me started on the OG, the quote unquote OGs, the old niggas. You see old niggas right now on YouTube in boxing. What did you see? Who the ones who really started the most confusion online? Who the ones who scandalizing fighters' names and talking about come to Chicago or come to Memphis or come here, come there, or I went my group and when we see you, we gonna slap you and all that stuff there. Who doing that? I'm talking about in boxing. Your so-called OGs. True. The YNs are as well. But you expect that from a YN. What's a nigga excuse that's in his 40s and 50s? Pushing 60. Fam, you 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 55, 56, 60 years old. What's your excuse? What's your excuse? The young nigga, okay, he young and dumb, he don't know no better. What's your excuse? You get what I'm saying? The old niggas will mess around and be putting hits out on people. Allegedly. Gotta say that. Sources say, Sources say. I don't know how true it is. I ain't saying no names. Sources say that there was an OG that had something to do with what happened to Nipsey. So don't talk to me about no OGs. We see what the OGs doing. That's why a lot of these young brothers don't respect the OGs. They see how you moving. You get what I'm saying? This dude here say Dr. Umar and Charleston White is my OG. I'm happy for you. Let's give you a round of applause. I'm happy for you. Anyway, shout out to Miss Black Panther. Shout out to CJ from the 504. Big Ron in the building. Let's see. Big Ron in the building. Shout out to Schoolo. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Shout out to Ronald Finkley. Keys Bulldogs. Hollow Davis. IBS. Let's see. Shout out to Man Funny. Salute, fam. Jim's IT. Jamie from New York. CJ from the 504. The lovely Miss Connie. Shout out to La Jessica. Miss Black Panther. Shout out to Laylo. Strangingness. Shout out to Curtis, man. Curtis, salute to you, fam. Thank you for the super chat. He say that's great, coach. Keep grinding. Yes, sir. I planned on it. Let's see. Shout out to who else we have in the building. Shout out to Curtis, man. Salute, brother. Strangingness. It is what it is. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Y'all know what time of TI is, man. You know, we dedicate this show not only to the family, but we dedicate this show to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came. I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
You know, we did this for the hood. That's what we do. You get what I'm saying? We did it for the hood. You did.
Shut that soft ass shit up.
And the best man
Shut
to
that
win.
soft. That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got the. Man, shut that soft ass shit up.
Somebody got to tell them the truth. Hold on. Let me disconnect this right quick. Okay, cool. Y'all know I have Surfshark. Let me see. I have Surfshark right here. Look like my Wi-Fi kind of down. Look like my Wi-Fi kind of down. Hold on. Is my Wi-Fi down? All right, cool. All right, it's coming up a little bit. My bad. It's coming up a little bit. I probably need to put my Surfshark back on. I'm trying to wrap the show up. I don't want to, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But shout out to the hood.
You wish you could work it the way I do, but you can't. You're begging me not to leave you.
Let me see.
And I refuse to let you go.
Shout out to everybody, man. It is what it is, man. Much love to the family. Much love to the family. Let me go ahead and pull this down. I got this brother up right here. Let me shut him down right quick. Let's see what else I have. I showed you guys the commandments. We just reposted that. Let me go ahead and let me stop sharing this. Let me stop sharing this right here. Let me close this window right here. So I got all the extra windows closed. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all know what time of TI is, man. It is what it is. Much love to the family. All praises due to the Most High. Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Big Ron say he drinking. I don't drink, Ron. I smoke. You know, I'm a smoker. You know what I mean? The only thing I drink is water and apple juice. Apple juice. I'm not a drinker, man. But you know, I will. You know what I mean? I will listen. I will get on that gelato. You dig?
Look, fuck you. Fuck the
Shout out to
plane you
everybody.
flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Hey, man, shout out to Mika. Mika, what's going on? Shout out to Summer in November. Shout out to Hollow Davis. Shout out to IBS. Shout out to Master Goku. Shout out to, hold on. I'm trying to make sure I see everybody over here. Shout out to SP Got Beats. Shout out to Jamie from New York. Let's go over here to Instagram. Shout out to D Hall. D Hall salute. Shout out to D Stiff. Mad Funny. Brick House. Shout out to Job. Shout out to Sean P. Shout out to GA. Shout out to Kiki. Kiki is in the building. Shout out to Kiki. It is what it is. Salute to the family. Peace to everybody. Y'all know what time it is, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I will give everybody else a shout out right after these messages. You did. Let's give everybody a shout out. Let's give a shout out to my brother, man, Keith's Bulldogs. Hey, okay. Let me make sure I don't forget anything. Shout out to Shout out to Critical Thinking. Shout out to Critical Thinking. He says his OGs is Dr. Umar and Charleston White. Oh, yes, good luck with that, brother. Shout out to Clint Cummings. Shout out to Willie. Gold Rush in the building. Ghetto Fab. Tony Montana. Shout out to Green Eyes P. My brother, Mr. Tomato Can. Man, I ain't give you a shout out in the entire show. Shout out to Mr. Tomato Can. Dr. Mario. Daniel Agnew. Miss Black Panther. Shout out to Mika Lovem. The lovely Miss Connie. Lisa Bales. Shout out to the Jab Queen. You know what? Shout out to G5 from the Bronx. We keep it real over here, man. We move to the beat of our own tune over here, man. So it is what it is. I did give everybody. We did read the commandments. We the only boxing community that have that, and we the only boxing community that have our boxing criteria as well. So we did that. We established that years ago when this channel was first established. It's ingrained in stone. The foundation of True Media Podcast are the commandments and the boxing criteria. That's the foundation. The foundation ain't meat riding. It ain't making 20 videos about a fighter who I hate. It ain't making 20 videos about a fighter who I love. It ain't capping. It ain't being a groupie. It ain't none of that. It's about talking that boxing talk, and then we talk about real life situations over here as well. We talk about real life situations over here. You get what I'm saying? So over here you're gonna get it all over here. You know what I mean? Because the reason why I'm able to talk about many different things, because I'm just more than boxing. Boxing doesn't define me. This is just something that I like to do. You get what I'm saying? But I'm a lot deeper than boxing when it comes to my thought process and how I view the world and past experiences and stuff like that. I can relate on so many different topics. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is, and we just try to make it do what it do. Tell it like it is, But I holler at y'all, man. It is what it is. We catch you guys on the next one. My motto: don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace to the family.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.